Hi everyone. Good afternoon. I hope we are all well. So let's get right into it. We've used up all our intro and getting to know each other because I love this part of the session is where I get to really understand where we are coming from so that when I give my examples as we proceed, I'm able to meet you where you are. So just let me tell you a little bit about RKY Group. RKY Group is a dynamic conglomerate. Our diverse portfolio includes RKY Careers, a multi-award winning edtech company offering practical experience-based bootcamps across the field of data analysis, business analysis, project management, product management, and so much more, compliance, KYC, AML, digital marketing, and so much more. And then we've got Apply Body, our AI-powered solution where we help people apply to jobs. Say, for instance, you have the skill set already, you've done a bootcamp, you've transitioned, however, you don't have that time to sit down to apply to jobs because we already know that applying to jobs on its own is a job, right? So what Apply Body does, what we do for you in Apply Body is that we help you apply to those jobs. We have different packages from job applications only to job applications plus rebranding to NHS job applications or civil service job applications, depending on which one you want to focus on. We've got our Limitless and Thriving podcast where we share inside success stories to empower immigrants, professionals, and entrepreneurs that are going through global transitioning. We've got Limitless Without Borders, our annual networking and tech careers events where we have keynote speeches, panel discussions, award ceremonies, workshops, and so much more. So I'm got the RKY Digital Solutions where we help, our clients to build, their digital presence either through a website, mobile app, project consulting, data analysis projects, and so on. So together we drive career growth, business success, and community empowerment worldwide. So just a little bit more about RKY Careers, which is the host of today's event. So RKY Careers is a multi-award winning edtech company. We've won lots of awards from 2022 down to present. We are still winning awards. Right. Our bootcamps are practical experience focused. We equip students with the work experience that they need to not only scale interviews, but to also be able to thrive on the job because it's good enough to pass interviews. But what about doing the job itself? Right, so we have over 2,000 plus success stories of people who have passed through our bootcamps or engaged in our services and have landed high paying roles today and living in their desired roles. And our bootcamps are offered remotely. So regardless of where you are able to join our bootcamps. We have students joining us from the UK, Canada, US, Nigeria, Ghana, Uganda, India, and so much more. So we understand international talent's unique challenges and we strive to bridge the gap, ensuring they thrive in their career pursuits and achieve their aspirations in the global job markets. So a few of the awards we've won in recent times include Top 25 Changing the Face of Education in 2022, Best Professional Services Solution, Company of the Year in 2023, Career Support Organization of the Year 2024 and 2025, Best EdTech Company, Outstanding Coach and Mentor 24, Diversity and Inclusion Innovation Award in 2024, Global Recognition Award, Innovative Entrepreneur Award, UK Tech Startup Finalist, and Black British Business Awards Finalist 2025 as well. A little bit more about myself. I'm Rukaya Talabi. I'm also a multi-award winning entrepreneur and founder of RKY Group. And, I'm personally committed to ensuring that we as immigrants or ethnic minority professionals or underrepresented professionals do not settle for less, right? We aim for more because we are limitless if we continue to strive, for more. So what we do, how I do that is, through our bootcamps where you get to make sure you position yourself through our bootcamps for high paying roles or even starting or scaling your business. So when I say we have over 2,000 plus success stories, how do I mean and how are we doing it? Through our bootcamp. So we have a range of courses from data analysis, business intelligence, project management, business analysis, advanced Microsoft Excel and PowerPoint, Scrum Master, product owner, product manager, digital marketing, compliance, KYC, AML, and we also have standalone services in CV optimization, career advisory, interview preparation, LinkedIn optimization, full career rebrand, as well as our business coaching program. Right, so why transition to tech? For those of you, for the few of you who mentioned about tech, I love the fact that some of us are already aligned. I don't need to convince you to transition to tech. You are already looking for a way to transition to tech. So tell me, guys, why do you want to transition to tech? Why? And again, when I say transition to tech, I don't even mean complete transition. Some of us don't need to transition. We just need to add tech to what we already have to advance and enhance our current portfolio and brand. So talking about that, why do you think we need tech? Why do we need to transition to tech? Why do we need to learn tech skills? Why do we need tech? Based on your own opinion, why do you think you need to, acquire tech skills? Let's drop that quickly in the chat box. So the way we're going to do it is that I'm going to ask you questions from time to time to keep you engaging. I'm sure you guys love to hear my voice, but I'm not just going to keep talking all through. I'm also going to have a couple of guests come in to share their experiences on our bootcamps or how they landed their success stories, through our bootcamps at some point. But between us, myself and yourself, over 76 of you on this call right now, let's try to keep this engaging. I'm going to ask you questions. I want fastest fingers, to respond very quickly so we can move on quickly as well. Okay, so Chinyaka says tech skills are of high demand. I totally agree with you. Okay, Annie says because tech is now important in all field of businesses. You are totally right. Across all roles, across all industries, across all jurisdiction countries, tech is very, very, very important. I agree with you. So who else is going to share with us why tech? Why to consider a career path in tech? Why to, get tech skills? Yeah, okay. Pending when the responses drop. When we say tech, a lot of people used to think we mean programming, coding, and so they all run away. But now tech is way more than that. Tech is way broader in terms of the scope of what we call tech now. Okay, I think there was a lag now because all the responses are dropping really fast. So today the world is revolving around technology. That's Samantha, and Fumilaya says the world at large is digital. So you're all right. So the first reason I would say that, makes this a good time to get into tech is because there's a blooming demand for tech skills, right? Regardless of what the job title might look like, there's a blooming demand right now for tech skills. Jobs in tech are growing at a staggering rate, outpacing the rest of the job market by a very wide significant margin. And this means that there's ample of opportunities for those of us with the right skill sets, regardless of even what your previous experience is. Another reason is diverse fields. So gone are the days, like I said, when tech used to be just coding, programming, developer and all of those things. But right now, there's a wide range of roles. In fact, there are two ways you can be in tech. You can be in tech by having a tech skill, or you can also be in tech by, first of all, getting into a tech company and then upskilling to now advance your career as well in it. So say, for instance, you get a job with Apple as a customer service professional. In as much as you won't be doing coding on your job, you won't be doing tech stuff, you know, you are working in a tech company, so you're actually in tech as well. And the best thing you can do for yourself is to now upskill so you can position yourself for the higher paying roles in that field. Okay, so another reason is competitive salaries. Tech skills are at a premium and companies are willing to pay top dollar, top pound for top talents. So salaries in tech are typically higher than in other countries, often offering a compelling reason to enter the field. Just like I always like to make an illustration of two companies, right? One leveraging tech and another not leveraging tech for their marketing or for their operations or for their processes. Obviously, the ones leveraging tech are bound to make more profit, are bound to reach wider, are bound to be able to do more so that they can then afford to pay more salaries compared to those that are using the conventional way of doing things. So tech, so which is also why the tech roles that would also enable them to make those profits to, optimize their processes are also very much in demand and would pay well compared to the other roles that they can easily replace or that they can even outsource to like anywhere really. So innovation and creativity. A career in tech allows you to work on cutting edge solutions, that are solving real problems as well. Flexibility and remote work. I'm sure a lot of you, I don't know what your roles are currently, but I've been in that situation where I have to chase after boss for my next, for my next class or next shift or something. And I'm sure that that is not a life that is sustainable, forever. So flexible work, remote work, being able to, right, work from the comfort of your home at most times or even fully is something we all crave. I don't know if you all agree with me, right? But tech is one of those fields that can give you that possibility. There are some roles that you can never do from home, regardless of how senior you get in it. Okay, so we also have global opportunities. Tech skills are in demand worldwide, providing opportunities to work in various international markets. So I know a lot of people that are currently in the UK and they're using the same tech skills they learned in our boot camps to work in the US, to work in, Australia, Canada, and so on. And we have people who these tech skills have even, lifted up from their current country, current location to other countries through tech nomad visas, global talent visas, innovator visas, and so much more. So continuous learning and development. The tech industry is synonymous with continuous learning and development. There's always something new. There's always a disruption. A few years ago, there was nothing like AI, ChatGPT, and the likes. And now today we have it. And guess what? We have all caught up with how to use, this. In fact, most of us are even very reliant on it right now. But guess what? 3-4 years ago, we were all relying on the manual way to do the things that ChatGPT, that Gemini, that Bard, that Midjourney, and all the AI of this world are now doing for us. But we've all caught up, right? Because we keep learning. So continuous development is something you get if you are already in that area, in that space of tech. And then opportunity to position yourself for visa sponsorship, global talent, and other kind of visa. So investing in your tech education today is an investment that would secure a rewarding career, for you. So why does tech matter? I know I've said a lot. I don't know how many of us here, just to be sure I'm talking to the right audience, if you are here and visa sponsorship is also one of the reasons why you are considering, getting into tech, right? Or your immigration status is one of the reasons why you're considering getting into tech. I don't know, can you show a raise of hand or can you comment visa in the chat box so that I can know whether I should skip this part or if I should, go on with it. Fantastic. I love the responses. I can see them. So, right, with the new UK immigration law that we all know that is ever changing, that has not stopped changing. Old formulas will no longer work. Navigating this evolving landscape requires a proactive and informed approach. You need to be more intentional about the career path you choose, the job title you aim for, and how you present your skills to your prospective employers. In this session, we're going to look at, tech roles that are still eligible, that are highly skilled, that are considered high skilled, and how you can position yourself for them. Talking about the new visa sponsorship landscape, I'm sure we all know that there are some roles that we used to position ourselves for before that are no longer eligible. As of July 22, the skilled worker visa system now operates under a very strict model. This is affecting how people are now qualifying for sponsorship. But guess what? People are still getting sponsorship. Don't let people tell you, don't let anyone tell you that part of getting sponsorship. And I think the motivations now for getting into tech should even increase beyond even trying to get sponsorship. There's so many things we can position ourselves for. There's so many other places that we can look at. There's so many other places we can look at with that skill set. But what's most important is what skill have you added to yourself? There was something I came across recently that made me make a post, and that post got a lot of agreements to it. Somebody was in the UK for about 3 years, and then after 3 years, The person had to go back to their country. And when they got to their country, the only experience that they got in the UK or that they left the UK with was, like care related experience or customer service or something like that. And in as much as you might actually be in a good place right now, also look at yourself as a project. In the next few years, what are the things you want to have achieved, right? And this person is now desperate for a job. You spent 3 years in the UK, you've gotten all the exposure to like the lifestyle and everything, and then you go back to your country, and the kind of jobs you can position yourself for are jobs that can only pay you 100,000 naira. I'm using naira for my illustration. You are not going back with a wider exposure, like experience on your CV that you get from. If I thought you don't even get to work for a UK company, like in terms of in the tech side, joining the boot camps give you that exposure, give you that experience on your CV as well, that you can show to them that, oh, I have UK experience on my CV, because you get to work on projects, right, in the project space. And that's something I used to tell people as well, that even if you get sponsored under care, even if you get under 5 years will be over in no time. Is that when you want to start figuring out what you want to do for yourself eventually, like if you now leave the care? One thing you can do for yourself, even if you find yourself in care under sponsorship or not, is to still find a way to remain in the tech space. So even if, right, you don't get a job, stay within like a community, tech community, like become an alumni, for instance, of RKY. If you finish our bootcamp, we still have an alumni. We have monthly sessions where we bring different experts in to just keep you updated, so that because the thing is that the brain forgets some things very quickly as well. You have the opportunity to work on real projects that you put on your CV. If you want to work on another project, there's the opportunity to do it at your own pace as well, right? For instance, in our monthly webinar, we're bringing one of the 4 endorsing bodies for the innovator visa. They reached out to us, they want to partner with us, they want to talk to our community, and they want to let them know how to position themselves for innovator visa. Right now, we have just 4 endorsing bodies in the UK that are approving and giving endorsements for innovator visa. And one of them, we are going to be bringing them to speak to our community on how to get innovator visa. So those are the kind of benefits you get if you're part of a community, which is one of the reasons why you should actually, right, consider upskilling and, doing all of that. So what's changed anyway? Fewer eligible roles under the skilled worker visa, introduction of the immigration salary list, replacement of shortage list. I'm sure we all know this because I'm sure we've all attended loads of sessions where this was, broken down. However, the summary of that page is that if visa sponsorship is still part of the things you are looking to achieve, tech is still one of the strongest, and if not, the only sure path to getting it. One of our students just yesterday just sent a message to us. The guy did project management and business analysis bootcamp, right? And he messaged me, oh, I've just gotten a business operations analyst role, and this company are willing to sponsor me. The person needed, there's some support we provide after you get the job, and the person wanted us to do this. But that was just like a very and that's not even the only one. We get a lot of them, but the fact that despite how tight it seems, and a lot of people are already giving up, people are still getting visa sponsorship. If you have the skill set, this guy is not just trying to learn that skill now. He had taken that chance to learn and is now competing in the market. And one thing I say to people is that what skill sets, this is months 10 out of 12, what skill sets have you picked up this year that would free you from whatever it is that is ahead? Right. And I was so really happy when I got that news, to be honest, because, as tight as things may seem, people are still getting sponsorship, and our own alumni are one of them. Our alumni community are, part of those that are still getting it because they are already, they are all ready. Okay, so talking about fresh graduates and early career professionals, I don't know if I have anyone in the house who is a fresh graduate, not looking for sponsorship. I just finished my degree, right? Guess what? Early career roles too. They don't want, I was reading something like an article where they were saying it's like a pandemic right now. Entry level fresh graduates are struggling to get jobs because jobs Employers have high expectations of even people that are just finishing school. You want me to have 5 years experience, you want me to have 3 years of experience. And we work with people like that as well, that have just finished school. The only experience they have, is that internship, that school group they joined and all of that. A boot camp is a pathway that can help you gain all that experience and compete in the job market with people that have years of experience as well. So if that sounds like you've just finished your degree and you're looking for experience you can use to leverage to get your first role. One of our fresh graduates, was just offered a £53,000 role. Like fresh graduates, completely fresh graduates, £53,000 as a business analyst. What am I trying to say? Opportunities are out there, right? And you just have to be prepared to grab it. Right. So recruiters now value experience, portfolios, and projects delivery capability. Remote and hybrid work are creating global opportunities for early talents. I think there's a mail dropping. I don't know, Sarah, I don't know if you are the one here. There's someone trying to connect to the meeting that can't. Can you check the email? AI and digital tools are reshaping traditional roles. The earlier you start aligning your skills with in-demand roles, the faster you grow. Another struggle that I know that people that are fresh usually struggle with is not knowing what to do. Some of them just chose a degree out of passion, and then they're done. And, I have a couple of really fresh graduates around me, and sometimes you ask them what they want to do, and they tell you retail. I'm like, what does retail mean? They want to work in Lidl, they want to work in Tesco. Which is good. There's so many roles in all those fields. But the thing is that most of them just at that stage, they're just wondering, right? They're still wondering. But joining a boot camp is something that can put you in the career path where you waste no time. You're already pursuing high in demand role. Career planning should begin even before your graduates, for those that are on graduate visa as well. The moment for those that are still in if you're just getting admission, you're coming in September, or you're already in the UK, you're coming in January, or you came in September. Now is the time to start planning that future, to start planning that sponsorship opportunity. Building in demand skills increases your employability. And also for those that want to get into NHS happens to be one of the, what would I say, the institutions that are still offering sponsorship. However, not just any kind of role. Band 7, band 6, band 8, those kind of roles. Look at this role, for instance, project manager, band 8A. This role is offering sponsorship. And guess what? When we say NHS, it's not everybody that work in NHS that are carers. It's not everybody that work in NHS that are. I have a lot of alumni, people from our alumni community in the NHS and civil service. And one thing about the RKY alumni is that they always just make me proud. Anywhere they go to, they're always the one thriving. They actually because in our community, it's not just about learning only. You're also shown the pathway to thrive on the job, right? To build your personal brand. I have a lot of my alumni right now that hosting events, that are doing their own thing. And I'm really, really proud of them. So we have a lot of roles HR roles, project manager roles, business analyst role, data analyst roles. One of my alumni too, we had a one-to-one session for our data analysis, and she just got sponsored as well by NHS, for a data analyst, I think band 6 or band 7 roles. So are these roles still out there? They are, right. And talking about global talent, which is also another pathway as well. If you go to your LinkedIn and put in your search box and you type UK global talent, one thing I love about our people and most recipients of global talent, especially people from, maybe Nigeria, Africa, they always put it on their bio, because the process of even getting global talents prepares you on personal branding. So there's no way they will now get it and not show it off, because the global talents process on its own requires you to have evidence that you are special, evidence that you are the best in after jollof rice, you are the best in in your career, in your field. And so most of them too, they are not very hard to find. That's the summary of what I'm trying to say. So you just put UK global talent and search, put your location, and then see the caliber of people that are getting it and their roles. Of course, you might not really be able to say, you might not be able to, you might not really be able to, you might not really be able to You might not really be able to say, oh, because they have project manager, they got it through project management. Because for global talents, it requires a couple of evidences, right, across different criterias. So global talent is still possible, right? And it's possible, by first of all positioning yourself in that career path. Valuable skills that you need to, pursue a career in tech. Analytical skills, very important, regardless of the career path you choose. If right now you're already in a tech role, but you don't have data analysis skills, then it's something you want to upskill. Like I said, there's never an end to learning in tech. You always have to keep learning. Even if you're already a project manager, then why not do data analysis to make yourself stand out, right? The job market right now is like in a survivor mode. You need to just keep doing more to like make yourself stand out. So analytical skills, communication skills, both oral, written, presentation, and all of those things are things you learn within the course of our bootcamps. Solution mindsets, adaptability, problem solving, stakeholder management, process improvements, and team collaboration. So let's talk about fields with global potential. We have data related roles from data analysis to engineer to scientists. We've got business analysis related role from business analysis to solutions analysts, right? To solution architects to enterprise architect as well. We've got digital marketing, PPC, SEO. We've got network engineering and IT support. We've got project management, project coordination, projects, we've got application and web developers. We've got Scrum Master and Agile delivery managers, Agile coach. We've got business intelligence analyst, finance manager, product owner, and so much more. And beyond even looking at it as career paths or job title, everybody needs to have tech skills. And looking at it from a skill perspective, analytical skills, non-negotiable, collaboration skills, design skills, digital marketing skills. We all need to learn how to sell our skills. Social media management skills, cyber and information security skills, artificial intelligence skills, personal branding skills. So regardless of your role, to stand out in your desired field, you must possess, these skills. So why do people struggle to transition to tech? There's a skill gap, first of all. I just don't know it. What I don't know, I don't know. There's that. Like I've never even learned it. There's that. And then we also have lack of industry experience. I've learned it, though. I use the YouTube, I use Coursera, I use Udemy, but I don't have practical work experience. I don't even know what they do on the day. I have certification, but I don't have experience on my CV as well. There are loads of people that have this. There's fierce competition as well. We all know that, which is why having extra to stand out in the job market is what is really required to actually become a successful transitioner, right? So why are we different? So we will bridge the gap skills that you have by teaching you, right? We would also give you practical work experience that would help you to actually roll your sleeves and be able to do the job. We would also continue to give you competitive advantage through our bonus courses in RKY careers. This is like something that is not done anywhere, right? First of all, when you're done with our bootcamps, you get your CV done for you, you get your LinkedIn done for you. You get prepared for interview, not as a one-off, but there are weekly sessions when the bootcamp is now finally over, where you can bring your job description to get support for your interviews. You also get bonus certification courses, one per quarter. In the beginning of this year, first quarter, it was artificial intelligence. All our alumni, regardless of their role, regardless of the course they did with us, got to join a 2 days masterclass and they got certified that they could add to their CV to show any employer that I have AI skill set, I'm following trend, whatever is new, I'm learning it. We did quarter 2 we did cyber security, and then Q3 is Python we're doing. All our students are going to get, certified in Python in a 2 days masterclass. And this is totally free to our students. But, if you're not a student and you want to be a part of this masterclass, we charge a little sum, right? So, but the thing is that you get this continuous support every quarter, interview prep every week. monthly webinar every month. If we're not bringing an immigration specialist, we are bringing, an industry expert in a field. We are bringing someone that is expert at applying to civil service jobs, or someone who is getting global talent, and so on and so forth. So investing in your career in RKY careers means you have invested in your future. 90% of our graduates secure jobs within 6 months of completing their programs, if they tick all other boxes, like if they play their part and so on. So how are we setting the stage, for excellence? The RKY advantage. So at RKY Careers, you get practical based experience bootcamp. Like I said, we don't just you won't just get trained, or Coursera and so our classes are live, expert led. Then you also get to work on projects, cases if it's like compliance, and then projects. Talk to clients, understand their needs, solve their problems, right? Then we have networking events and workshops like this one you are in, like the one that is happening, the Innovator Visa one, the personalized career branding services, as well the CV optimization, LinkedIn optimization. For the networking events, we also have a physical events that happen once a year. This is open to everyone, across the UK. The one we had earlier this year in June, we had over 1,200 attendees, and it was like actually a life-changing event. We've got immersive learning experience, which you get, community of innovators and so on. So, so meet Korede. Korede is one of our alumni. She's a data analyst, right now. She had a background, right, in customer service, and she took our data analysis bootcamp. She had an internship as well with us, learning data analysis within the finance space. She had previous banking experience, but not in data. And after that, she went ahead to land a job with World Pay as a data analyst. She's even been promoted in this role, right? This is what real stories and real, this is what it looks like. I'm sure you can see our experience on our profile that I'm sharing with you, right? And what am I trying to say? Our students are landing jobs in not just anywhere. And guess what? When they land these jobs, you rarely hear that an RKY student landed the job and they sacked them because they can't deliver. They are always making us proud. When she shared with me that she's passed probation, they've promoted her, I was so, so, so happy. And that is what I get every time I come across or like go to events and just meet our alumni. They are really doing well. So she enrolled in our data analysis bootcamp in 2023, right? Leverage previous banking and customer service experience, and she's now a technical reporting analyst at one of the most prestigious companies in the world. She said yes to growth, and now it's your turn. So tech can change your life too. You only need to decide and start. 2,000 plus success stories, including visa sponsorship. We are proud, to be a catalyst or to be a facilitator of people's success. Okay, so at this point, I'm going to invite a guest speaker. I think she would be available. I'm going to have to fast track to get a name. I will come back to. Okay, so I'm going to invite Aderayo Additional. She's also a data analyst, alumni of RKY Careers. I don't know if you're there, Aderayo. I understand you have to go by 1 p.m. Is Adirayo with us?
She's joining soon, ma.
Right. So Adirayo enrolled in a boot camp, and okay. So let's just talk a little bit while we are waiting for her. Let's talk about, our data analysis boot camp, because I had to fast track that for us to. Right. So how do we position strategically, right, for visa sponsorship in data analysis and business intelligence? So how do we even position ourselves? So you can see the codes on the screen that are still eligible for, visa sponsorship. I know a lot of us will say, data analysis is not a high skilled role. It's currently on the shortage scale, a few of the temporary shortage skill role. But guess what? You don't even have to position yourself for the job title 3544. You know, after you add data analysis to your skill sets, you can now position yourself for like finance analyst role, which you can see is highly skilled, code 2422. Like data analysis is just important. Everybody just needs to be able to add that to what they already have, to now advance themselves. So I don't know if Adirayo is here now. I think I hear she's here now.
Yeah, I am.
Hi Adirayo. Hope you're well.
Hi, good afternoon. I'm well.
Yeah, good afternoon. Great to have you here.
Thank you. Do you need me to turn on my camera or that's fine?
Yeah, it's up to you. You can tell me so they can know it's a real human being. You can feel free to.
All right. Hi, good afternoon.
Hi, thank you for accepting to speak, to share your experience.
You're welcome.
Right, so tell us about your experience in the RKY Careers Data Analysis Bootcamp.
All right. So I joined the bootcamp in November last year. So that was so I like graduated around November as well, and I already heard from my like friends and family that RQI, if you do this, you get the job and all that. I'm like, okay, let's see. And the story was different for me. The other person I knew, like my sister, my blood sister, did it, and she got a job almost immediately. But I didn't get a job till last month, August. Sorry, August, 2 months ago. Um, but the bootcamp itself was very, very good. I'd say shout out to Mr. Shegun. It was very, very good. It was a good teacher. And one thing I really liked was the community, the fact that we worked as a team, right? There was never a time that I was left alone trying to figure things out myself. If you had questions, you could ask questions, and they were always ready there. Like they were always there to help you. And another thing is after you are done, when you start getting the interviews, because you get a lot of, unfortunately, for some of us, we got a lot of unfortunately. Some people were not didn't get that. Some people just landed the job almost immediately. But they would I really liked the interview prep because it really makes me, just attending the meetings just made me understand that, oh, you might not be asked questions the way you think you'd be asked, but because you've attended the interview prep sessions, you are able to like navigate your answers if you're asked anything, like if you're thrown off key during the interview. So yeah, it was very good.
Right. Thanks for sharing that. And how would you say the interview process was as well? And I understand, and I like the fact that, you didn't get like, of course, you were recommended. Those that you recommended got a job,
Yeah.
and immediately. But for yours,
Yeah.
it took quite a while, some rejections, which is the reality
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
Times are different, there's a lot, and everybody's journey is different. Okay,
Different.
so
Yeah.
what would you say the interview process was for the one you now finally got?
To be honest, there's something that they used to say that the job that is your own is your own. There's nothing that will happen. This job that I'm working on now, this company I'm working with now, I applied on LinkedIn. It was easy apply. This easy apply thing that we see. Some of us just think that, oh, I mean, you see over 100 applicants and then you just ignore it. This one, it was on a Sunday morning. It was so odd. Everything about just like getting the job was hard. It was on a Sunday morning. I just applied. It was easy apply. So I already had, and thanks to the LinkedIn optimization as well. So I already had my CV there. So I just sent it, and that was it. And then that same Sunday, the recruiter just like she reached out to me and she's like, "Oh, am I available during the week?" At first, I thought it was a scam because I mean, it was easy apply. I wasn't expecting something like that to happen. So after that, she got in touch and we fixed dates during the week. And then I had the first interview, I had the second interview, I had the third interview, I had the fourth interview, and all through this time, I was still thinking that no, like this is a dream because it wasn't. And then also the interview, they asked questions that I could answer, right? And all the answers I gave, to be honest, was from bootcamp because I just kept on looking back to when I was in my group. This was what we did. This was how we dealt with it. This was how I dealt with working with a team. Different questions, and the experience in the boot camp really gave me a leverage to be able to answer those questions properly. Generally, for every other interviews I've had as well, that's what I've used. So for this one, that was how it was as well. And when I got the job, I was shocked that I got the job because I wasn't even expecting it. And then when it came, I'm like, oh, cute. Like this is real. I mean, I've been working in for over a month now, and yeah, it's real.
Congratulations on that. There's something that rejections can do to you, like even when like you're now like in the process of almost getting the real one, you to still be looking
Yeah.
like, is this for real? Is this
Yes. Yes.
is this for real?
Yeah.
And I love the fact
Yeah.
that you mentioned that most of the questions that you were asked across the four stages a whole lot, That reminds
Yeah.
is it a bank?
No, it's not a bank. It's just the
Wow.
recruitment firm, it's a consulting firm.
Oh right.
So they
Because I
just
remember.
had, it was because I had it with a recruiter, I had it with hiring manager, I had it with my manager, I had it with my manager's manager, and then I had it with like the president. So I just
Wow.
had to do it with everybody.
Wow, and across all these stages, you were topping the charts and you landed the job.
Yes.
And all the
Yeah.
experiences you leveraged were the real work experiences of working with your team on the group projects,
Yeah.
that gave you the practical work experience. And that is what I was
Yeah.
saying, that it's good enough, right? It's good enough to learn a skill and to be able to do the skill. But what is most important is those questions they ask you about projects you've completed, how you
Mm.
handled situations on a project, because that's what actually proves that you have actually done the job. And so,
Yeah.
congratulations once again. And I love the
Thank
fact
you.
that your story is not all okay. Like a lot of people will just be like, "Ah, and you just finished the boot camp and you just got a job." There's
Ah.
still that room for, like, I know someone that did her boot camp in 2023. She took a whole year of break. I think we shared a success story because of her health, and she came back to use that same skill set to land a job in 2025 after taking a break. That is how solid the experience you get, the support you get in the bootcamp. So how would you say the interview prep also helped in this your first stages of interview? Were you able to, like, get support?
So yeah, so all through the four stages. So I actually stopped joining the interview prep, but I had a friend. So from the bootcamp, I made friends, of course. So I have a friend currently that I got from bootcamp. She also has landed a job, but so she was still, because I was doing a different job, right? So I didn't have time to like join
I
the
know.
interview prep classes. Yeah. So she was joining. So I kept on like asking her, how are things going? Or what if they ask this? And one thing I also want to point out is make friends, because you don't know who is who, right?
Yes, of course.
Because this lady I'm talking about, we did the bootcamp together. She got her job also last month, and while the other opportunities I got, that I had to do exercise, because those other ones they needed me. This one I didn't have to do an exercise, thankfully. But the other ones I've had like two different ones that I had to do exercise. We would come together, would like set out time together, have the calls, do the exercise together, think of ways to just make things better. Two heads are better than one after all. So we'll just do things together and then have that submitted. And I'd say that the interview prep that I did at that time really helped me, because it's just a frame mind. Like it's a framework. It's how you make your attending those classes just kind of tweaked my mind to knowing how to answer questions. That's how. So I didn't have to attend all the interview prep class. The ones I
Yeah.
attended earlier, immediately after I finished bootcamp up until the point, really helped, because I noted them down, and yeah, just really helped me.
Wow, lovely. Did you hear that, guys? Peer support. That's also something you want to do for yourself. When you join the bootcamp, like I said, there's community support. Like, even when I know in the class, the data analysis, they can be quite, you guys used to bond, even the projects and map business analysis people too. Like, when they are getting stuck, this function, who can do this function? And I'm seeing everybody helping themselves. So, can you try this? Can you do that? Okay, let's join a meeting. Right. The fact that you are also leveraging the relationships you built from the bootcamp is like, it's more like building lifelong relationship. It's
Yeah.
not even different from the one you build when you go to uni, that are like your lifelong friends as well. So I'm super excited that you were able to leverage, you mentioned the LinkedIn optimization, and you guess what?
Yeah.
That easy apply you did. If you didn't do the LinkedIn optimization and is that your old role CV that is there, that's what you'd have clicked and applied, easy apply, right?
Yes,
If the
yes.
new one
Because
was
even
missing
the
and you would have
recruiter,
gotten
she did
rejection.
say, she said that, because she was very kind to tell me. She said that she had over 1,000 applications actually,
Wow.
and the reason why she chose me was because I think there's a way LinkedIn does it, that it gives you like best match, like at the background for recruiters and all
Algorithm,
that.
yeah.
She said, yeah. So she said, because I was like, I topped everything, so that was why she just decided to like just give me the chance. So yeah, the LinkedIn optimization really really helped.
Wow. So, guys, you heard that, right? So, when we optimized the LinkedIn, a new CV that we did for her was uploaded, and she was the best match because our CV is, 8 years match. And that's another thing that I want to tell people. Some people, they will do their first job application, they get a rejection, and they want to throw a tantrum that, oh, the CV you did for me is not good enough. Just like you said, the job that is for you is for you. The same skill sets, the same stories you've been saying at some other places that would not, gel. You will say it to some other people and they'll just be doing wow, 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 which is why you can't afford to give up. Even if you get rejections, do not give up. If you are giving up just before this your last application, you won't have this success story you have today. Right. So super congratulations on that. I don't know if anybody has some questions for Adirayo before she goes. I know she was supposed to go at 1 p.m.
Yeah.
Okay, in the absence of any other question, thank you so much, Adirayo. It was great,
Thank you.
and congrats on your new job. We're expecting you to
Thank
also come
you.
back to come give back, to the alumni community itself. Tell us
Yeah.
how, yeah, basically. Okay, so have a
Yeah.
great,
Thank you.
yeah, have a great morning.
Thank you. Bye.
Yeah, bye, guys. You didn't have any questions? Let's ask questions so that we can, So let's go on, guys. So she has shared her experience with us, right? She's currently in our consulting data analyst role. So, like I said, we have over 2,000 success stories. Adiraya's own being one of them. You can see them on across, the screen, from project management to data analyst to, right, all the courses at RKY Careers. We have over 2,000 success stories, and this was even as at, I'm sure if we count both, you heard you heard what she said. She not only got a success story, our friend got a month ago. So all those success stories you see us posting on Instagram, we are not making it up. It's as they are submitting, we are posting. As they are sharing, we are posting. It is real success stories. People are getting jobs at RKY Careers. Okay? We are not even done posting all the success stories that we have. So at RKY Careers, we encourage AI in 2024, even before the disruption of AI and all of that. We added AI to all our modules, right, to make sure that all our modules also teach you how to apply AI for your role as well, right? So we always update our curriculum to be in line with whatever it is that is needed in the industry, which is why we have our success stories. When we started, we're not doing weekly interview prep. When we started, there were so many things we are doing today that we're not doing. People were getting jobs then, but as the market is changing and requesting for more from people, we are also giving that more to our own students. And guess what? At no extra cost. I don't think we've increased our prices in a long time. When we started, our first cohort was even about 700 and something pounds. And guess what? Today you will hear about the discounted amounts, and get what we offer now, what we give to it, the time we give to it is even way more than we used to. So for those asking how long is the bootcamp, for the data analysis, it's just 10 to 12 weeks. For are we meeting physically during the bootcamp? No, it's all virtual. We are not meeting physically during the bootcamp. It's all virtual. Okay, I'm sure because she said she built relationship, you thought they were seeing face to face. No, it was all virtual. Can a BSc holder get a compliance job in the UK? Of course, a BSc holder can get anything if they have experience, and knowledge of it. Okay, let's talk about a few of our third-party reviews. I'm sure we all know what Trustpilot is. I'm sure we all know what Google reviews are. Trustpilot and Google reviews are. So see what our students are saying on these platforms. So these are third-party platforms. Adedoko says, my wife shared RKY careers with link with me. And I can say that I had no regrets. The learning experience was great. The CEO and the tutor and the team are one of the best times I've ever seen. And Temi also says RKY has the best and exceptional learning sessions, weekly drop-in sessions worth your time and money. And Irene says, I have no regrets whatsoever choosing them. It's the best place to learn. And Ebi Bote says, I can't thank RKY Careers enough for my outstanding compliance course, which played a pivotal role in landing my first role in compliance in the UK. The course was bridged theoretical as well as practical application. The instructor was knowledgeable, approachable, and always willing to go the extra mile to ensure we fully understood the material. The skills and insights I gained from the course not only boosted my confidence, but also gave me a competitive edge in securing my position. RKY didn't just provide training, they provided a stepping stone to my professional success. If you're looking to break into compliance or enhance your skills, I highly recommend RKY Careers. It was truly a game changer for me. And then we have Anisha Banu says, my experience with RKY Careers has been exceptional. The team's expertise and personalized support in education, job search, and interview prep were invaluable. They provided clear, insightful guidance that made the entire process smooth and effective. All of these people have landed their desired jobs, right? Emmanuel says, extremely remarkable experience I had during my bootcamp. The study materials were top notch. And needless to say, the facilitators were knowledgeable. The bootcamp helped me to land a job just 6 weeks after completion. RKY Careers is the best plug I could recommend to anyone that desires a change or progression in their career. And that's all Trustpilot. Also for Google reviews, we have the wonderful experiences people had as well. I had an amazing experience with RKY Careers. Their team is professional, knowledgeable, and Uche Oma says, I highly recommend the RKY Careers Bootcamp to anyone looking to advance their careers and achieve their professional goals. They are exceptional and they are the best. Kayode Afolabi says, RKY Careers, thank you so much for keeping your promise. Please register with RKY Careers and transition to tech. So guys, these are real people, real stories. I've showed you LinkedIn profile of people that are already on the other side. I've showed you Trustpilots. Someone has spoken and shared their experience as well, right? That's all of that can be doctored. I know we're in the era of AI where nothing is real anymore, but guess what? Some people are still doing real groundwork and getting the results. So for someone who works 9 to 5, what's the bootcamp schedule like? Is it flexible? Is there any age? So I can see all your questions. Please keep dropping your questions. Please keep dropping your questions. I'm going to take them. So talking about data analysis, these are the codes you can position yourself for those searching for visa sponsorship. And a little bit about data analysis because that will answer most of your questions. We are going to learn Excel, Power BI, Tableau, and SQL in our data analysis, and AI as well. Throughout the program, you would acquire practical experience in working with up-to-date data. So one of the fantastic things in our data analysis bootcamp is that apart from just learning general data analysis, that I already said that people use data analysis, combining with what they already have to now stand out, right? I personally, my own journey into tech was being an accountant, a finance professional, adding data analysis to my skill set, and my first role in this UK was a senior finance analyst role, right? And that is what a lot of people do as well. Some add data analysis to HR, the position that says for either data analysis role or HR analyst role. The same with marketing, you can combine analysis to it. We have a lot of supply chain people too that add analysis to it. We have public health people that add analysis to it. We have healthcare people that add analysis to it. So who can take this course? Entry-level professionals looking to start a career, anyone who wants to gain analytical skills to enhance or stand out in their current positions or professions, professionals who want, to transition from another career path or learn analytical tools. So like I said, you learn Excel, Power BI, Tableau, SQL, PowerPoint, and you also gain soft skills like working under pressure, working with the team, collaborating, managing stakeholders, problem solving, just like Adirayo said. I'm talking about eligibility for visa sponsorship. Data analysis is still one of the career paths that is eligible for visa sponsorship. We already shared the codes earlier. Here are some roles that students have gone ahead to get after our bootcamp, from data analyst to finance analyst, reporting analyst, health data analyst, clinical data analyst, business intelligence, public health intelligence analyst, social care information analyst, and so much more. Here are more of our data analysts, alumni that you can see on the screen. You can see Kunle. Kunle also did of course, you can see RKY Digital Solutions. That's the company's data he worked on, between 2023. And after that, he got a job currently working with Prologue Fulfillment Global as a data analyst. We also have Christiana on the right. We can see that Christiana now currently works as a sales data analyst. Remember, I told you can add analysis to anything, right? And she also did a course with RKY Careers, and she's currently thriving in a current role. So, like I said, during the course of the boot camp, you would also get to work on projects to gain practical work experience. And then we have what we call the Data Insight Day, where our students then come to present their findings. They come to present the projects they've done to anyone and everyone. We also bring recruiters to this meeting. We have judges who are our students that are already in the industry, who will come and see what they did in their projects and review it and tell them whether it's good enough, right, or not, and what is expected in the real job that they have crossed over to. So these are the recordings of previous sessions are available on our YouTube. Just go to RKY Careers and go feed, yourself with that information. Okay. So what are the training perks you get in the training? 8 weeks of live classes. Actually, it's like 10 weeks of live classes. You get your CV done for you, get your LinkedIn done for you. You get to work on projects. You get experience extracting data using SQL, visualizing data using Excel and Power BI. You get Power BI and Tableau, business intelligence, data. You get to be able to build dashboards and so on and so forth. So what do you get out of it? CV and LinkedIn, globally recognized certificate of completion, access to our LMS for 12 months, interview preparation, quarterly bonus courses, monthly alumni webinar, and so much more. For everything I have said, the value of this course should be nothing less than £2,000. However, because you are here today, you can secure your spots for the next cohort at £599. And guess what? You don't need to secure your spots today at £599. You only need to pay either 1/3 or 1/4 of this amount today, depending on the installments plan you are going with. And the best part is that in our data analysis course, we are now adding Python to it. So if you're one of those that say, oh, what of Python? Because we try to make it a low code, no code course, whereby you don't need to actually code to become complete. However, we are adding Python to it from this course. But this is just to personally tell you, if you come on board, if you find Python too sophisticated, just try to get the prerequisite of Python and just add it to your CV. You don't need to position yourself for roles that need every Python. And if you don't even find Python easy, you are still a data analyst, which is the reason why we didn't add it in the first place. We decided to do it now because I think we have a lot of people asking for it. Well, guess what? Even if you don't get Python and you don't become an expert in Python, you are still a data analyst. All the success stories of data analysts that we have currently in RKY, they did not learn Python. The next course is the first course that will be adding Python to it. So in case some of us get stuck because we are learning Python, please don't overbother yourself about it. Just try to follow through and you are good to go. Okay, so for everything we've said, it's currently on a discount for $599. Once you pay this amount, you don't need to go pay for anything related to career again because you continue to get interview prep, CV done. You get your CV done after, you get your LinkedIn done, you get certification. So you can either pay with Klarna, ClearPay, Pay Later, PayPal in 3. And the link has been dropped in the chat box. Secure your slot at this rate. I think to secure your slot, all you need is £199 today. So secure your slots today, using the link in the chat box before the prices change. Okay. So if you're also in Nigeria or from Africa and you want to pay, you have a separate discounted amount, that is not a direct conversion of this amount. Send a WhatsApp message to the numbers that will be dropped, to the links that will be dropped in the chat box as well to get what the Nigerian rate is. So like I said, regardless of what your current situation is, regardless of where you are going or where you're going to be the next couple of months, the skills that you've added to yourself is yours. Even if you leave UK today, you are going away with that skills. You are leaving the UK to Canada or to anywhere. Okay, so there are some people that I know they said left from UK to Canada, and the only skills they left from UK to Canada with PR is care experience. So, and they are saying when you go to Canada, because you have UK experience. What is that UK experience you are taking to Canada when you are going? Is it the care experience that you want to say I have UK experience? Or is this something, more globally in demand that you can use to actually continue to move on? When I left Nigeria to the UK, I left with analytical skills. I left with, a finance background. I added a bit of data to it. And I was able to advance in my career as a senior finance analyst, after moving to the UK. I didn't have to go back, any step. I didn't have to go settle for some kind of roles. So regardless, we're in a global world and a mobile world where you might have to move, to any country. You might have to stay in the UK, but what skill sets Who are you? Are you a data analyst or you're a carer? That is what is important. Or are you a project manager? What skill sets are you able to use anywhere you go?
Hi everyone, please hold on please. We're gonna join shortly.
Hi everyone, she's going to join shortly. Just to answer your question, Princess. So the bootcamp comes with the same benefits as data analysis, right? And she's going to get to project management, product management, and even digital marketing. And you get to hear all the benefits again in full. So don't
I'm
worry,
back.
you get the same benefits. Okay, she's back.
Yeah, I'm back. So let me take sorry about that, guys. My Teams just decided to hang and I had to restart the Teams. So I think I had some people ask questions about how long is the boot camp? For data analysis, 10 to 12 weeks. Are we meeting physically? No. Is there any age barriers for tech jobs? No. And that's one of the good things about tech, right? Regardless of what your age is, right, there's an entry pathway for you. In our boot camps, we have people that are like 50, 57. In fact, I don't, I've had a 57 years old, professional before changing career completely. So there's no age barrier in tech. What's most important is the skill set you bring to the table. You might not actually be able to position, for instance, if you've gone really far in your career and you're already like a group head of, you might not really be able to start from there. It's not impossible, depending on how you also leverage relationships and networking. But, yes, there's no barrier to entry in tech. I don't have IT knowledge at all, and I would like to switch to cybersecurity personnel or any IT job that would give me sponsorship. I won't mind spending a year learning and becoming a master of it in IT. So one question I'll ask you for cybersecurity particularly is that, are you settled in the UK or have you lived in the UK for 5 years? For those that want to explore career paths in cybersecurity, there's always a barrier that exists in the area of you having cyber security clearance, which is the reason why at RKY Careers we only offer it as master classes, but not as a full boot camp, because we cannot guarantee that you will get a job. And you not getting a job might not be as a result of your boot camp not being good enough, or you not being good enough, but because there's a barrier to entry that you don't have any control over. So if you qualify for security clearance, I would say, okay, fine, you can explore a career in cybersecurity. But if not, I would say should start from career paths where there are ease of entry, like data analysis or project management or BA even. And then as you continue to progress in your career, like I said, there's no barrier, there's no age barrier. You can always switch to your cybersecurity later on. But do not start from a career path where you are like, when the career is dead on arrival, right? I don't know if you get what I mean. So I hope that answers your question. Are we learning programming in data analysis? No, we're not learning programming. However, we'll be introduced to Python in the data analysis. We are not learning programming. We are not becoming programming experts. Our courses is actually for people that have zero tech experience. However, Python is something they usually just want to see on your CV. Let me tell you the truth. When I did my master's in financial technology, I learned Python and I added it to my CV and it impressed my employer. But guess what? I never used Python on the job. And I don't even remember anything about Python anymore. And I had a distinction in the course. It was a 3 or 6 units course. I can't remember. I had a distinction in the course at the time. But today, the only thing I remember about Python is the hello world you say when you are starting your Jupyter, whatever. But which is why, like I said, our goal in RKY is to make sure our students have competitive advantage, unique selling points that makes you different from the next person, which is why we continue to give you those certification courses and those things, those knowledge, those insights. So yes, we will touch on Python, but we are not going to be training you to become expert Python persons. Does that make sense? Okay. Is compliance role not eligible for sponsorship? Yes, it is. We'll get to compliance. I don't know if I've answered your question, Abdullahi. I would like to know if the CPD certificate from RKY makes you certified. Do I need that certification? I'm interested in project management course. Thank you. So, for project management, you get a CPD certificate of completion from RKY Careers. The RKY Careers Bootcamps are not certification courses in that sense of it, but they are practical experience focused and they are transformation in nature. If you are reading to pass an exam, to get certified and PMP or projects, whatever, you'll be reading to pass exam. You'll be cramming the pages, you'll be cramming. That's different. There are trainings for that. This is a training for you to get to actually become a project manager. We have a lot of people that already have the certifications but still join our bootcamp. This is always the first, because even if you want to do PMP, if you don't have a number of years of experience as a project manager already, you can't do it. So get the practical work experience. In fact, you can get a job with experience without certification and then they will sponsor your certification. But you can't get a job with just a certification without experience at all, because nobody is going to take you to training school in this country to train you all over again. Okay, I don't know if that makes sense, yeah? Okay, so I noticed that you emphasize on data analysis benefits and success story. Does this mean product management doesn't have these benefits? Also, what's the details of product management class? Does it come with same benefits? We're going to get product management. Forgive me that we spent a lot of time in data analysis, but that's because it's the first one and the speaker had to go as well. Okay, so but now we're going to start with project management and business analysis, and straight after that, we're going to get into products, Scrum, and Agile. So our courses are usually like 2-in-1 or 3-in-1. Like I said, the goal is to give you unique selling points. There are trainings. There's somebody that booked a one-to-one session to just like get an advice from me yesterday. She joined a training company to learn project management. She paid £1,000 for that training. The training is not even an Igbo-based training. It's like, someone like me as well. £1,000, and she was complaining. She still does not have the confidence to get into project management. Her CV was not done for her. Her LinkedIn was not done for her. Right now, she still wants to come back to join our accelerator program, which is work experience only, because she's still not a project manager at the end of it. So there are trainings, that you get to where you don't get all the support that you need. But our own goal is that we're not even going to only train you on project management. You also learn business analysis. We have had students that their first job was project manager. The next one was BA. But because they got a 2-in-1 out of our bootcamp. Okay, so let's go on quickly because we still have a lot to cover. Do you have any bootcamp on software testing? No, at the moment. Software testers too kind of used to have a struggle with getting a job at some points, but not at the moment anyway. So the thing is that for us, before we choose a course that we want to train in, we need to make sure that apart from that course, there are like low hanging fruits. For instance, if you do project management, under project management, there are so many roles you can position for: project manager, project coordinator, project support officer, PMO analyst, PMO officer. That's one line. And then you still get BA. Under BA, business analyst, business support analyst, solutions analyst, change analyst, transformation analyst. And you are getting all of this as one package. For software testing, we've not really been able to come up with something that can give our students much more advantage under one course. So that's the reason why we are here to start it. And again, the employability of people when they are done. How many companies actually use software tester compared to how many companies are having projects? Okay. So apart from today, when can we have the same benefits with the same payment plan? Right. So you have on between now to the start of that cohort to pay, right? But the earlier the better, because we can decide to change the pricing anytime. So yeah, you can secure your slot today, but you can secure it as well between now and when the course starts. Is there a BA bootcamp this month at the same price? Yes, that's where we are getting into project management and BA. Okay, that's my question as per cybersecurity. Thank you. Okay, glad that I've answered the question. Is there a certificate for data analysis? I don't have any experience in data analysis. Does it matter? You don't worry about the experience. You are going to get that from us. And I was saying about data analysis that you get to choose your industry. If it's finance, you want to specialize in, or if it's healthcare data analysis, you want to know what healthcare professionals use data to. So if you're trying to get a job in the NHS in data analysis, we will train you on what NHS people already use, data analysis or analysis for in your project phase of the data analysis. Or is it marketing? So you get about 4 industries. Choose the one you want. You work with people that align with that your industry, and you guys will complete your clients' projects for work experience together. Okay, but we are done with data analysis. So if you're really interested in data analysis, you're in the best place. You don't need to think about it too much. Just secure your slots, and just secure your slot, and we would work with you every step of the way. You don't need to have any prior experience. Okay, I'm currently on healthcare visa. Is it possible for me to switch into tech before 5 years sponsorship expires? Of course, if you get another company that will sponsor you, and like we said, for you to get sponsored, you need to actually position yourself for roles that will sponsor you with the new threshold, right? Tech is like the only option right now that can sponsor you. Not even like say tech roles only, but roles that have tech added to it. So this is like your only bet, right? This is like your only bet. Getting into tech is your only bet to position yourself for those high paying roles that would actually get you that switch. Does your bootcamps, and we have a lot of our students that have actually switched from care, right, to sponsored under data or other courses. Does your bootcamp come with certifications that can be used? Yes. So we're accredited in the UK by CPD accreditation. We're accredited by American Training Development Council, that's ACTD USA, that covers about 90 countries. And we are also listed on the UK government website as a registered training provider. So the UK government recognizes us as a training provider. So yes, you get certification that has all these bodies listed on them. That makes it, so CPD is like a very recognized certification body as well in the UK. In fact, some companies give their employees their employees have CPD requirements that they need to meet every year. So they sponsor their courses to meet their training requirements for some of our courses as well. So can one get a remote job as a data analyst? Of course, yes, you can. So in my previous role as a senior finance analyst, I only used to go to work once a week. Even when I got pregnant, they didn't know I was pregnant for like the first 7 months of my pregnancy because I didn't step in the office for one day. Okay, so yes, you can get remote jobs in data, in projects, in business analysis, in compliance, right? In all the courses that we train in, we specifically used to choose our courses. Oyinda, if you can also try to respond to people in the chat box so that I can save time to actually go through the slides as well using the chat box, or whoever is under RKY support. Will the bootcamp involve career coaching? Yes. So you get coaching, you get interview prep, you get coaching sessions with myself, with all the other trainers. We have weekly sessions. Even when your money is supposed to have expired, in other places, like somebody that, like the person that I met yesterday that paid 1K, and her money has expired. She didn't get CV, she didn't get LinkedIn. She said the coordinator is not answering her again. And here, our students that finished 2 years ago, they are still attending monthly webinar. They are still getting free certifications out of us, right? They are still getting support. Okay? So is the PM and BA together? Yes. I've answered the CPD question. Do you help with finding sponsorship job as well, or just do the courses? So, like, to get sponsorship, all you need is to be 100% job ready. There's nobody that can help you get sponsorship job, but you need to actually be the best person for the job, and which is what we train you to do. And we also help you with insights, where to go to, where to look at, all those things. But that's all we can do. We can't really help you find sponsorship jobs. Another thing is that we have a mail that all our mail list gets, weekly mail for sponsorship job as well. So we have a mail. We actually do have a visa sponsorship job board where we specially look for visa sponsorship. We have a job board. We are the only one that have a free job board for visa sponsorship. We manually search for those jobs that we've seen that have said, yes, visa sponsorship is available, and we put it on our job board. And we send a notification every week to people on our mail list. So if you actually got a mail for this meeting today, you're definitely going to be getting our visa sponsorship jobs every week from going forward on Tuesdays. So yes, we do a lot to support, our alumni, our students, our community when it comes to visa sponsorship. But we can't guarantee you, right, that we would get you the job. I don't know if that makes sense, because that would be us over-promising. So now let's talk about project management and business analysis. How do we position ourselves for visa sponsorship under project management and business analysis? Project management is one of the very interesting roles that I really love. In fact, and that's because it's kind of diverse, even as a project manager, across different roles, across different industries. What your day-to-day would look like would differ, because there are different projects you have to learn about. When you get on a new project, you have to learn all over again, right? And you can see the codes for visa sponsorship from code 2127, 2133, 2422, 2434, 2440, 23, 2434. All these codes will position you for project management. And let me tell you the trick. A lot of people are very strategic when they are choosing what to do with their careers. Some people already are even project managers, but they don't have UK work experience on their CV, and they've not even done IT project manager. And then when they come to our bootcamp, they learn the IT side of things. They tick that box. They get CV optimization done for them. Tick that box. They get UK work experience on their CV that's from a reputable UK company. They tick their box. LinkedIn optimization, interview. In fact, if that is all you get, and you don't even need the training, that is actually worth more than what you are paying for it. So it's super packed. All our courses are super packed with benefits, and that's about PM. Then let's talk about BA. Under BAs are the essential bridge between our organization's business objectives and technology. So what BAs do is that they try to understand the business needs, the business problems, and they be the one to communicate whatever it is they've understood when they are doing their requirement elicitation or interviews or workshops with business. Communicate it to technology using their own deliverables like user stories, epics, features, and co. Right to the technology that, okay, we've talked to the business. This is what they want. They want a new website. They want a new CRM system. Right now, they are trying. Their communication with customers is just all over the place. Everybody is communicating differently. There's nothing that links together all the 360 communication that has been done with a particular customer, such that anybody can go there and know, oh, this is the last time they spoke to this person. Oh, this is where sales have left it. Oh, this is where marketing left it. Oh, this is where, So they want a CRM, and this is what the features they want to be on that CRM to look like, because they've already asked all the people that will be using the CRM, what do you want your CRM to look like? What are the features you really want when it comes to automation? And then they tell technology or the development team or the engineering team or the subject matter experts, and those ones would take what they've been given as what the company wants, and they deliver it. So the role of a business analyst is to make sure they understand the business, they capture and document everything that the business has explained is the problem properly, and they translate it in a way that technology understands it as well. And the technology team will now deliver what the business wants. So a good business analyst would have done a good job if the outcome or the solution being built looks exactly like what the business really wants. It means they've done a good job of being a good intermediary, right? So that's what business analysts do. Of course, they have a lot of deliverables that are technical in nature. When I say technical, not programming, but they're you learn process mapping, requirement elicitation, epic features, personas, and so on and so forth, prototyping, wireframing. But guess what? We are going to teach you all of these things. You don't need to come with any of this knowledge. And we not only teach you, you also get to work on projects to actually gain real experience. One of our students got to an interview. She was late to the interview. I think I made a video about it. In fact, they would have interviewed her. They've interviewed everybody before. And, they just gave her the same task they gave to everybody right there. They gave her the same task. The process of making coffee. I want to make a coffee, turn it to a project, draw a process map and a project life cycle for this. And she was like, easy peasy. We were taught this in RKY. You heard how Adiraya said everything she said in the interview too is what she learns in the bootcamp. And then she drew it for them. And guess what? She was the only one that got it. And she got the job. And they sponsored her for this role because she has, the practical experience. I can't count how many of our students go like that and they test their practical knowledge and they're able to. And this is because they have practical work experience from the bootcamp. So we prepare you for not just PM, but BA, both together. So you can either be a PM or a BA, or be both. So it's a 4 months bootcamp for those that want to know. 4 months, 7 weeks of classes. 2 months on projects. But guess what? That 2 months of projects is equals to over, several years of experience when you get in the markets. Our students, when they get to the market, they compete with people that have over 5-6 years of experience in that field. And they are able to compete and get the job over them. Because our projects helps them to have the 360 view from start to finish, compared to some people that already have that job title. And I know somebody that came and joined our bootcamp. She's been a business analyst, and the only thing she does is one part of business analysis. When it's just like being an intern on a job. They only give you what they want you to do, right? Not what you really want to learn or what you need to be the best in the job. And that's why I compare bootcamp experience to internship. Some people say to get UK work experience, you can do internship, you can do volunteering. If you do internship or you do volunteering, they will only give you what they need, not what you need. But what you need is what we would give you to be that professional you want to be. But what they need is what they will give you to do. A lot of that makes sense as an intern in the company. So if, for instance, you need to learn, all the full cycle of the projects. If you're an intern as a business analyst, they might just be giving you, okay, you just be updating this every day. And that's all you'll be doing. 6 months counted, 6 months volunteering time, nothing less. So I will always say, pick paid bootcamp. Is always intense and is always better off. You would also build on other soft skills like emotional intelligence, team management, stakeholder management, collaborative learning, workshop facilitations, working with other project stakeholders like developers, testers, UX, UI designers, and so much more. You will learn the Scrum, Agile, Prince 2, and Waterfall models. You would also learn tools like ClickUp, Jira, MS Projects, Balsamic, and so much more. There's a program we have every few months. We call it product demo. In this program, it's also on our YouTube. Go to our YouTube and look at how our students are getting practical work experience or something like that. Our students actually come to showcase the projects that they've built in the bootcamp to the world. We do this, and at RKY Careers, all our work experience, we don't have anything to hide. If we tell you will get work experience in our bootcamp, we stand on it. If you go to our YouTube, you will see work experience on it. You will see our students showcasing that work experience. We are the only company in this UK that trains students, give them work experience, and let them also come and present their reports publicly, so that anybody can see what we mean when we say work experience. So who can take this course? Recent graduates who want to improve their skills to enhance their employability, professionals looking to switch PM to PMBA, degree holders seeking practical work experience, aspiring project managers or business analysts, consultants, entrepreneurs, anyone who wants to enhance their career prospects, anyone who wants to position for visa sponsorship. This course is the one that the guy I said share success story last week that got sponsorship did. He got a business operations analyst and they are sponsoring him in 2025. It's still very possible. People are still getting sponsorship. But how ready are you, for this sponsorship? So we've got IT. Look at the codes. I think we already showed the codes, right, for visa sponsorship. And these are the roles. Under PM, a long list of roles. Under BA, a long list of roles. Also, there's another unique part that might not be here, which is the skill you are bringing to the table. If you add project management to that skill, you might even be creating something new again. If you add BA, because I'm actually an advocate of not throwing away your previous experience as well, because it's going to be your unique advantage. It's going to be your industry advantage as well. So if you're already even in care, right? When I say don't throw, I'm not saying retain healthcare assistant on your CV, but showcase the fact that you've worked in healthcare backgrounds, through your projects and other things. that you should. So talking about all of that I've said about projects and business analysis. You see, this course is a whole industry on its own. It requires its own office. It's like when you get to the project phase, that's when you understand what I mean. You get to choose your role. Is it project manager you want to be? And on that, you get supervisors, you have team lead, you have project managers, you have business analysts, you have actual supervisors that are not students like you, that are not on the projects. You have your trainers will also be supervising that. You have real clients. You will sit down and talk to clients that what do you want your projects to look like? Is it CRM integration? Is it websites you are building? And you will see your real projects at the end of it. And our projects also launched by the client, so that even when you are done, when you're on the job, you can always say, oh, this is the project we built, this is the problem we solved. So all of that is like a whole industry on its own. And guess what? The cost of this training for those that don't even do up to what we do should be more than £2,000. I told you of somebody that just does PM only. She got trained in PM only for 1K, and she did still get half of what we are giving. This is the last cohort, because I don't know if this is the last course for this year, but this is the last course that will be selling at this price, £599. You can secure your slots, right, for just £199 today using Klarna, Clearpay, and so on and so forth. And if you're in Nigeria, send us a DM. We'll give you Nigerian rates for the course. This is the last, because this is even the discount amount we came down to at some point, and we've not gone back up. Our first cohort for this courses, they paid £675 for those that want to pay in installments. I mean, people that want to pay one-off, I think people that want to pay cash one-off used to pay 600, and installments used to pay 675. But now you can pay installments with 599. So we're going to move on very quickly. We've got Ajilaye and Gloria. You can see our students that are doing really well. Right. So Ajilaye was a project manager. In 2024, she did a bootcamp with us, and she landed a job with the UK Export Finance as a business change analyst. Did you hear that job title? Those are the jobs. You can see her role in the bootcamp was project manager, but she learned the two. And the role she will get next was business change analyst, and that's the secret. You can choose to be BA in your bootcamp, but we advise you to learn to try to attend all the meetings. So you can do BA in the bootcamp and still get PM job. You can do PM in the bootcamp and go and get BA job, because you have learned everything all together. Is it physical presence class or online? Everything is online. Our classes are weekend, late evenings, because we know people who have jobs and other things they're doing. So that is Gloria. That is Ajilaye. And I look at Gloria. Gloria is currently, she also was a project coordinator in the project phase. And you can see that currently she is a special project coordinator, right? At you can see the company she works in, at the local council as well. So you can see how our students are thriving. You can see how our students are thriving in industry. So I'm going to bring up Praise Samuel, who is going to share his experience in the bootcamp with us as well. So Praise, if you are there, thank you for accepting to speak. And I don't know if Praise is here. To answer the question of Chizolu, what time exactly are these classes and how many hours? So our PMBA classes happen 4 to 6 p.m. Saturday and Sunday UK time, 4 to 6 p.m. Saturday and Sunday for the first 7 weeks. After that, we move on to 2 months of project phase. During that 2 months of project phase, classes don't happen again. Meetings with you and your project. So you'll be shared into smaller project groups. You will have a real problem that a client needs solving, and then you would actually do all the groundwork with support, of course, from your supervisors and all of that for this project. And the meetings are usually late evenings, because we understand that I think it's always what works best for most people, because they have a 9 to 5. They always want to do it after their 9 to 5. So I don't know if Praise is here now.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Hi, Praise. Hope you're well.
Yeah, I'm good. Good. Just 1 second, please.
tell us about your experience in the RKY careers bootcamp.
Um, First of all, good afternoon, everyone. It's a pleasure and honor to be here. First off, Ruki, I would like to give you flowers for the vision in bringing this up. To be honest, it's a game changer. Um, I finished my master's in advertising, but initially I have my background in advertising, sales, marketing, apart from my background in photography as a business as well. But I've always had a thought of always wanting to go into tech, but I didn't know the part of tech to go to, right? And when I see the coding part, I'm like, can I go to coding now? But I was looking for something that could also match with my normal traits in my field. Then I saw, and I came across project management, trying to look for a course or platform where I can grow on. I did my research. Many of my friends said, okay, why? I had a long time, when you are doing with the shopping, but I was shopping on RKY's page, those since, then eventually, like the spirits moved me. So I was like, okay, fine, let's give it a shot. Let's see how it's gonna be, and I joined. So joining from the onset, I love the energy, like the facilitators. They were not making it feel like we don't know anything. They were very like a very friendly environment and very accommodating environment. Then when we now started the project, first I also want to give Winya flowers. Uh the admin as well. She's doing a very good job as well. I know initially when I was, because I was chosen to be the project manager for our cohort, when she said um, do you want to do this kind? I'm like, oh, to be honest, I don't have any background in project management, but I love challenges personally. So I was like, if I'm the PM, I will hold your neck. Oh, it's me and you together to we end this thing. And she was like, sure, don't worry, I'm here. I said, fine, why not? Let's give it a shot. So then I took on the role as the project manager. And from the admin to the facilitator support officers, they made it very easy to learn the course. And we're not like those dumped in the forest, figuratively. We had that guidance all through the way, and in the process, we learned, soft skills, technical skills, which are very very important in this field. At least now, because we are going to be finishing our project on the 10th. Actually, we are done now, to be fair, because we had the task of revamping the website, which was like a live project. Now we have done that. I mean, Rook, you should come and see our babies. Come and see what we cooked. I mean,
I'm
the
looking forward.
I mean, so we did a very nice revamp, and even after our sprint 2 with the project sponsor, he was very impressed. I mean, he had nothing to even say in regards to what we have done. So he loved it. So, but all in all, it's a very nice process, and I can say that even in my cohorts, there are people that I'm seeing as lifelong friends now as well, which is something that is also a plus for me. Because after our sprint 2 with our sponsor yesterday, we all came together. We're like, yo, after this, we must meet up, open group chat. There's that vibe among every single person. Everyone put their weights. But one thing I know that also helped us was um, we were ready to get our hands dirty, because we all had different work patterns. Sometimes, at the beginning, because I told Owen that it's me and you in this thing, in this boat. So I give my normal rants to Onya. She'll be like, "Don't worry, you got this. You can do. You can always combine it. It's a PM ability to work under pressure, manage tasks." So because when I come from work and I close at 7, come back home at 8. I'll jump on the call. But as the project went on, I found a better way to manage time and still do all that without even being burnt up. So there's a way I could manage my work life and also the project life. And because of the support officers as well, made it very easy. So all the process was smooth. And in my group, my cohorts, we in Project Phoenix, we found a way to also like carry everybody along because everyone is also going to have different work patterns as well. But we made it work, and at least at this stage, you can see that at least we are fully equipped and we are waiting to see what the world has for us out there. Yeah, thank you so much.
Wow, beautiful. So, Press is still in the project phase of the boot camp. They're rounding up their project, and so far, he's had a taste of RKY from the classes to the projects. He was the project lead. So like I said, they usually have a project lead, right? They would have deputy project managers, and then they would have other projects officers. And then same on the BA side, we have BA leads, and then we have other business analysts, we have deputies. Like I said, it's like real world experience. So I don't know, have you attended any of our other support sessions? Like, I know you've not done you wouldn't have started joining the interview prep, but have you had any other session that you found support?
So before we started the project phase proper, we had like an initial was
Onboarding.
like onboarding, yes.
Okay, but have you attended any of the monthly webinar?
Uh yeah, in I just joined some, but some I don't stay long as well.
Mm.
Of the timing. Some I joined, but what I'm looking forward to now is the one coming up, I think, from the 6th. And they've
Yeah, you
announced
have the one
that,
week long of mentorship sessions and coaching sessions.
yes, so that's I'm really, really prepared to join those because now that I have more understanding of project management now, I'm sure some project management jargon that you're going to be saying, I'm going to be understanding it. Because before, if you were to say sprint, process map, this is that, I'm sure my brain will not understand. But now I can understand, and even in my daily life now, trust me, I have some things I say, oh, nice app updates, that like a sprint. So I brag a lot now. So yeah.
Beautiful. So have you guys started getting your CVs in your own cohorts?
So once we submit our product demo, our graceful admin will approve so that we can get the sign off. Then they can start the CV optimization and LinkedIn for us. So yes, so that should be done.
So okay, I love that. We have processes. There's a stage you get to start project phase. There's a stage you get to that you would get your CVs, and there's a stage you get to you start getting all the interview prep. So Press is sharing his own journey from still being So what would you say to anybody looking to start their career in project management or business analysis?
I mean,
That on this call.
what I'm going to say is just go for it. Go for it. Don't overthink it. If you think it's going to be too complicated for you, think you don't know it, trust me, you are going to know it. And you can't even know all, to be fair, because what I've seen so far in this field is things are always evolving, and one thing is you still have to continue learning. So, but what's one thing you are going to know for sure is you are going to get skills that you don't have currently now. But personally, we had some ladies that they are quite on the elderly side, right? And some PMO documentation, let's say that involves like Excel, for example, they did not know how to operate Excel or use it. But when they had the task of doing it, because they are in a group of people that also know how to use Excel, they were then taught how to use Excel. So as little as Excel, they can boldly say they can use Excel easily now. So there are many things that you are going to learn. It's not, if you are on this call, to be honest, go for it. And one thing I loved again that helped me even sign up easy was also the flexible payments plan. That was also like a very big catch for me as well, because it made it very easy to join and pay instrumentally as well. But if you're on this call, don't miss an opportunity.
Right. Thank you so much, Praise, for sharing your experience, and for being honest with this as well. I don't know if we have any questions for Praise about the bootcamp, about anything at all. If we do, let's drop it, in the chat box. If not, I'm going to take a few questions we have in the chat box. Thank you so much, Praise, once again. Thank you so much. Okay, so Damilala says, if anyone subscribes to PM, do we still register for PMI for certification? Yes, so we always recommend that you pursue a certification course after the bootcamp or when you land a job, right? Because we have a lot of certification bodies. We have Prince 2 for UK government parastatals. We have PMI, that's PMP, right, for the broader. That's a more broader one that you can use in Canada, UK, and. So our course is not a PM, is not a project management specific certification. However, like I said, I don't know if you were here when I said it, that if you have that certification, you don't have practical work experience, you're going to struggle. In fact, for PMP, you can't go and do PMP without having about 3 years of project management experience, which you can get, from the bootcamp as well. Okay. So I don't know if that answers your question, but we encourage our students to go ahead to now do a Prince 2 foundation or a PMI foundation after the bootcamp. You can get a job without this certification, but if you have certification without experience, you will struggle with interview. You will struggle with getting a job, So I've registered. I hope that answers your question, Damlola. Goodness says I've registered for compliance starting this October. When is the next time? What do you mean? You mean next time for compliance or next time for? It's starting October 25. I think we'll get to compliance, but I don't know if that's your question. Can you send the link that covers course contents for PMBA? Right. Please, can you guys send the link for the landing page for the project management and business analysis bootcamp? Okay. Did your BA projects deliver anything in data migration, system migration, and SaaS delivery? So, like I said, it depends on the projects that we have on hand. We've had AI integration. We've had AI integration, we've had system integration. However, that's not like high in demand from the client's projects that we work on. And the reason for that is that the project phase is 2 months, right? So within these 2 months, the students will do their planning phase of the project for about 5 to 6 weeks. And then the development team have about 4 weeks, 2 weeks or 3 weeks to deliver what has been planned for, to execute, right? And these 2 weeks is usually not enough for some kind of projects, which is why some kind of projects, are not feasible for students to actually deliver within the course of the bootcamp, because they're like 3 months, 6 months projects in real life itself. However, one thing we do is that beyond the projects that our students work on is the same framework, either a CRM. I've just explained, I don't know if you were here when I explained the CRM system. If you're integrating CRM for your company, even if you build websites in the bootcamp, all you will need to know is the framework. You know who your stakeholders are. What is you define your stakeholder? If you're doing CRM, for instance, CRM integration or system integration, who are the stakeholders? Who are the users? Who are the people that will be using this CRM system? Those are the people you need to interview. So in that case, you would have to do multiple workshops or multiple interviews. It won't be one person compared to a station where it's only one client or one sponsor. So you need to know, what do all of them need? What is their requirement for the new solution you want to integrate? And once you understand that, it's about putting that together, right, in what you want to implement. So I don't think you need to have worked on all types of projects that are out there before you position yourself, or before you consider yourself a project manager. One thing you need to do, like in our interview prep as well, we teach our students how to use, even if they did one type of project, by the time they are going for interview, they understand and can explain about 10 more projects. And in fact, it's not about just 10 fixed projects. For every interview you're preparing for, there's a process we teach our students where they get to like get information about 10 other projects related to that job description they're going for. And with the experience they've got in the bootcamp, they can integrate that into any other kind of project. As a project manager, you would always continue to learn new things, because the projects you did in company A will not be the company B. Even in company one, you will do Q1 one project, Q2 another project, and sometimes you might actually do 10 years and you're still on one project as well. So it's not, the most important thing is to be agile and to be adaptable and flexible in your knowledge and in the application of your knowledge as well. So I don't know if that answers your question to the person that asked about that. Okay, so I think someone says, what's the next question? Currently trying to pay for the BA bootcamp, but with Klarna, but no option for it. Where are you based? Are you based in the UK? Are you based? I mean, I think the Klarna should show if you are based in the UK and you are eligible for it. I don't know. Oida, can you check the Klarna problem, or whoever is on the call apart from Oida? Can we check? I think somebody also mentioned that they couldn't see Klarna. They only saw PayPal and one other one. So please check if it's not a general problem so we can see what it is. But I know that if you're in a location where Klarna is not acceptable, you might not see the options for Klarna. You would only see the one applicable to yours. Okay, so what about healthcare system integration like EMR, LIS? So all these things are something what you need to do on ChatGPT. Like, let me just give you a simple cheat code now. If you do any kind of project, if you have an interview, tell ChatGPT to give you 10 other projects related to the JD that you are currently preparing for. It will give you the projects and then ask it, what is my role as a project manager on this project? Even if it's AMRO or is electronic patient record integration, all of these things. And which is why it's not just about training people, it's about letting them know how to use the knowledge they've gained. It's about letting them know how to adapt when they have interviews, which is what you get, right, with RKY careers. Okay, so please secure your slots for the PMBA Bootcamp as the next cohort starts on, when is that? Is it 18th? I saw on the 18th, and you don't want to miss it, right? When is the next data analysis? I think we shared data analysis. I can't remember the date again, but I think is also, please, Oinda, help me with the next data analysis dates in the chat box. So, right, let's go into product management. Or do I still have my products? Oh, the Klarna is there, is the third option. Do I still have my products managed? Do we have people that are interested in agile products management or Scrum Master here? Do we have people that, do we still have the product managers in the house who are interested in learning about product management related role, product owner, product management, Scrum Master, agile delivery? We're going to be covering that here. So for all those that were interested in project management and business analysis, you do not have any other excuse again. £599 is compared to the benefits you get out of it and the freedom and everything, right? Is the least you can do for yourself. It's October. This course is going to run into next year, right? So the earlier you start, before you know it, if you don't take this option, the next time, the next option you have, you're already entering quarter 2 next year. You're already, instead of looking for quick fixes, let's always take opportunities as they come and just be, without even being sure, just keep building on yourself. And you never know when that skill will be called for and will be relevant and useful for you. So let's quickly talk about product management. Product managers sit at the critical intersection of business strategy, technology, and user experience. They are the visionaries who define the what, the why of product development. So product management and project management or business analysis are quite similar. The difference is the way products are delivered and the the frameworks and everything is different. Why project managers will just understand the client's requirement or sponsor requirements and build to satisfy them. Product managers put the problem first, understand the problem, right? And they go ahead to do user interviews to validate the problem, to understand the problem, and create user-centric solutions for these problems. So before they go ahead to start building, they want to know, will this product be successful? They would have done product market fits. They would have checked their user personas and all of that. And talking about visa sponsorship, on the right side, you can see eligible SOC codes that product managers fall under. We have the 2132. So under this 2132 is broken down into other sub where you have product management, and then we've got 2141 for roles like user research, because I think in the product management bootcamp you also learn how to do user research related roles. One of our students got an HEO role, or is it SEO, one of the highest in the civil service, that sponsored that as a user research, as a senior user researcher from the skills she got from the product management role. So it's also a 4 months. It's very similar to our product management and business analysis. It's just that it's agile and product-led environments. It's 7 weeks of classes as well. You get to learn Scrum in the first week and agile, and in the second 3 weeks you get to learn about product management and product ownership. Then you get to be on the 2 months live projects developing a product. You would also build on other soft skills like emotional intelligence, team management, stakeholder management, workshop facilitation, epics and users, features and personas, and all those things. So who can take this course? Aspiring product owner or Scrum Masters or product managers, professionals looking to switch, anyone who wants to position themselves for visa sponsorship, global talents, and so on. Degree holders looking for practical work experience in this field, business analysts also who are looking to position themselves for the next steps in product management. So what are the potential career paths to explore across these two fields? Under Scrum, we've got Scrum Master, we've got Agile Coach, we've got Program Manager, Agile Delivery Manager, Implementation Manager. And then under products, we've got Product Owner, Product Manager, User Research Manager, User Researcher, Technical Product Manager, and Delivery Manager and Products Manager. So like I said earlier, you can see IT Product Managers here under the code 2132. You can see sometimes they call them civil service delivery managers. Sometimes they call product managers, Scrum Masters, IT project managers as well. So what are the tools you learn in our Scrum, products, projects, and BA courses? Because they're very similar, like I said. You learn Basecamp, you learn ClickUp, you learn Jira, you learn Draw.io, Balsamiq, Lucid Charts, Visio, PowerPoint, Power, MS projects, and so on. And you get it doesn't stop. Like I said, we have a lot of bonus courses. This course, for instance, if you want to enjoy the Python class happening next week, you want to secure your slots now for this quarter, not later, so that you can be part of that master class and you can get a free Python certification for free, right? So you also get to learn new tools, any tool we decide to teach every quarter as well, and you get a separate certification for that. So for the PayPal, can you see PayPal in 3? If you can see PayPal in 3, you might as well just go for PayPal. Also, based on everything I've said about product management as well, right? You get everything we've said from UK work reference for the projects or products you build, to the CV optimization, LinkedIn optimization, live classes, globally recognized certificates, interview preparation, end-to-end project, monthly webinar, quarterly bonus courses. This course should not go for anything less than £2,000. Here is one of our students as well. He did product management with us in 2023 or thereabout, and then he's landed a product owner role after that. So he enrolled in the RKY product management course, and currently, he is a product owner. So you bring the drive, we bring the direction. Your success story could be next. So the best part about this course is that it's on this very special discounts, lower than what you get in the other one, and it's just for £450, meaning that what you need to secure your slot is even less than £199. However, this is a very short discount. The next cohort is 1st of November, and you want to secure your slot today. If you're joining from Nigeria, you have a very special discount as well. Send a message to the numbers on the screen or in the chat box to secure your slots. Please make sure you secure your slot today. Make sure you secure your slot today. You don't want to miss the discounts on offer. You don't want to miss the opportunity to like take yourself, your career to a new level. Okay, so you can continue to sit on the fence. We heard Chris say it as well that before he enrolled, it was shopping, it was right, just going from place to place. One thing I'll tell you that whatever it is we promise you here, if it's to give my last blood, I'll make sure that it's delivered because I really, really, really am passionate about the quality of what we deliver, right? And yeah, basically, you can actually attest to that from all the experiences you get at the different stages. Why are they even so good? Why is it that they are good at this stage? The next stage, so they're still like as good as that. That is how we do everything we do. So I'm currently going to bring on Oreolua Oni to share her experience. She's a she's a former customer specialist, customer support specialist with a proven track record in delivering exceptional user experiences and fostering strong client relationships. She's currently still enrolled in our product management bootcamp, and she's going to be sharing her experience of the bootcamp with us very shortly. So, if we have Oreolua on the call, I can see
Yes,
Klana on
I'm
your
on the
list though.
call.
Sorry to. I can see Klana on your list though. Victoria, who is sorry? I just want to quickly. What was I trying to share? I can see Klana on your list. You need to check. Who is that person that's complaining about not seeing Klana? I can see Klana. You can see Klana is number 3. PayPal, credits, Klana. Except this is not your own screenshots. Anyway, so sorry about that. Please, Orelua, please proceed. Happy to have you. Thank you for accepting to speak.
Hi, everyone. I hope you can all hear me clearly.
Yes, we can.
Okay. So thank you for the opportunity. I'll first off start with my own experience just to understand where I was coming from. Before joining RKY careers or joining any of their boot camps, I didn't know about them. I didn't see anything anywhere. I didn't see an ad or something. But the first thing I wanted to transition, and I knew that I knew what I wanted to transition to. But I reached out to them on Instagram. I got a recommendation from someone I know, and she recommended them. She was like, "Oh, they helped me." I was like, "Oh, but my own case is different. I'm not in the UK. I'm in Nigeria, and this is what I want. I don't. It's not visa sponsorship I'm looking for, and all of that." So she was like, "Oh, still reach out to them," and that was the first thing I did. And from the very first experience with them, it was this: "Oh, whatever it is that is your concern, we're going to give you all the information you need to make the decision." So it wasn't like, oh, this is a prospect. I wasn't treated like a prospect. I was treated like someone that had a genuine need, and they were going to offer me solutions on how to solve that need. So after I had a call, I was like, oh, I would like to have a call. They're like, no problem, we'll schedule a clarity call so you can talk about all your concerns. That's how I started with RKY. And the experience has been amazing so far. At every point, at every stage of doubt that I've had during the boot camp, there's always someone to reassure me. There's always someone like their service is impeccable. It's not one of those places because I've done other things. I've done ALX. I've done so many other boot camps. This is not the first one. And with them, I don't feel left out at any point. So I'm encouraging everyone that's on this call to know that it's not a one-man process with RKY. What you're going to get is a hands-on, oh, I have an issue, and there'll be people that'll be on call with you trying to figure out what happened. When I started, I don't know, something was going on with my dashboard. I just dropped a message, and from the message, I got calls. Have you logged in? Do you need help? Can we hop on a call with you? So that's the experience so far. For the actual product learning experience is very, very hands-on. Like big shout out to our instructor, Mr. Saeed. He's just that kind of person that wants to overload you with information. But don't worry, all the recordings are there. Once you go over it, if you have any area of concern, I just message him that, oh, this is where you're stuck. He can literally up on a call with you as long as he's free, just to make sure you understand. Like, he's someone that is really passionate about product management. And you can see in the way he teaches that he's not just doing his job, he's someone that wants you to gain value for it. So I just want to assure everyone that throughout this process, I've been supported. I've never felt left out. And before the end, I know I'm going to do great things with it. They are very hands on. So, apart from the assignments and everything, once you have your project presentations, they will give you feedback. They will even encourage you to share your updates. If you need help, yeah, you also have your your team members, your colleagues to work with. They are always there. Like, hands on is really the main thing for them. They won't treat you like you just paid for a course and you're just a random student. No. You're someone who your feedback is concerned. At every point, we're always giving feedback. Oh, we would like this to be different. We would like this to be different. And before the next class, you seem to decide, oh, I've done this. Check these documents. You see an update, this and that. It has been so hands-on. Then the flexibility too that is with the boot camps is that your needs are attended to. I had colleagues that were not in the same time zone, or maybe they had work, and they still made allowances for them within their restrictions. But just knowing that, oh, this is what is applicable generally, but me, I have a special case. Please, can you help? And they were so helpful. So I just want everybody to know that this, when they called me that, oh, I was going to speak, I was like, okay, no problem. I don't mind. Because when I came in, I was doubting. I was like, oh, hope this is not where I'll just make a payment and I won't gain much from it. But 4 weeks into this, and I've gained a lot. I've gained a lot of skills. Then apart from whatever they are listing, just sit down and listen in the class. There's so much more than they are listing. Our, our instructor will still go ahead and recommend so many things to us. He will even give us videos that he has taught on other things. So far in these 4 weeks, I've learned so much about AI, and I'm not doing an AI bootcamp. I'm doing a product management bootcamp. But I'm sure by the end of it, I will end up being like an AI product manager with how well informed I am about processes. So it's been a wonderful experience. If you guys have any questions, you can ask me. Maybe you want to know how they do certain things in the current as a current student, and I'll let you know. It has been a fulfilling experience. I don't regret paying. I wish I paid earlier because my life would have changed more by now.
Wow, thank you so much for that. So you can see she's still a current student. She's in the current cohort. She's sharing her experience. You know how we go above and beyond. You know she's enrolled in product management and Scrum Master course, but she's actually getting a lot in the AI side. She's been prepared to be like an AI product management manager, which is a very high in demand role currently. So guys, if product management is for you, like she's also going to still experience the work experience phase where they're going to build a product, they're going to do the real customer survey, they're going to do all those things. So like I love the fact that the people we've had, because the thing is, once you've gone through all the experience, it's actually very possible to forget how beautiful the life classes are, because it's just the interview prep blowing your mind right now because you've just landed the job, or it's just the CV that was done. But guess what? You've heard different speakers talk about how all these different perks that you can see we listed are on their own being delivered exceptionally and excellently. And that's supposed to tell you something, that at RKY Careers, anything we say, we will do, we actually always go above and beyond. And all our trainers, they are experts in their field. Our product manager trainer is an Andela trainer, like he works in the UX, like he builds like very like real problem solving solutions. Is an AI product manager, is a data analyst, is an analyst or a data product manager or something. If there's anything like that as well, like is an all-rounder. Okay, so I don't know if you have questions for her before she goes. When is the next product management bootcamp? 1st of November. After that is next year. So in RKY Careers, we don't prioritize having too many students or prioritize having, too many cohorts every month. No, we try to spend enough time with our current classes, give them the best, because what's the point of graduating people that, they are not well trained to even get a job just because we want to make another round of money. So for some of our courses, this cohort we are talking about is the last cohort. For some of them, we might still have another one before the year ends. Okay, but for this particular course, after this cohort is 24th of January. So please start, and again, once that course starts, 4 months is until April. Before you know it, we've gotten to middle of 2026. Before you know it, the year has ended. And that is how this, I've never seen a year as fast as 2025. I don't know if it's because I'm busy, but the next thing I see in January, I was planning for September something, so for something in September. Now September is here. September has gone. We're in October. So life is so like we need to just like take that action. Okay. When is the first boot camp for project management for 2026? 24th of January. And guess what? You can secure your slots against that now at this rates. Because in 2026 January, we cannot promise that you get £450, the current discounts. Okay, so thank you so much, Ore, for sharing your experience. That was really, really, really insightful. Thank you. So I think we're going to very, very quickly talk about digital marketing as well. Do we have anybody here that is interested in becoming a digital marketer, growth marketer, right? SEO specialist, SEO market. Anybody here interested in digital marketing? Okay, so while I'm waiting for confirmation, I'll just quickly scan through digital marketing as well. So digital marketing is like the core of every business. It's the core of every business. Every business that wants to succeed, profitability or impact or reach in 2026 or 2025 for digital marketing is like is the key. In RKY careers, when it comes to digital marketing, before we started training digital marketing in RKY, we ourselves, we are like an evidence of how digital marketing can help. Or we actually became an expert in digital marketing, our own team itself, before we even started training in it. There's no area of digital marketing that you won't find RKY. Is it social media? Is it YouTube? Is it affiliate marketing? Is it SEO? Is it PPC? Is it website authority? There's nothing you want to find. So when it comes to teaching data marketing, we are the best place you can get that knowledge from. Okay, and digital marketing, like I gave that example at the beginning, that if there are two companies, one is located in Leicester, one is located in London. The one in London say, because I'm in the digital hub of the world, I will only share flyer. People on the street of London are all techies, they will buy my products. And the one in Leicester says, you know what, I know I'm in Leicester. My product is virtual. Anybody can use it. And then I'm going to use digital marketing. I'm going to do YouTube. I'm going to do Reels. I'm going to do this and that. What do you think would be more profitable between the one in Leicester that is using digital marketing or the big boy in London that saying, I only use billboard? How many people pass through that Fort tunnel every day? We put our billboard in that Fort tunnel. Who do you think will get more customers? The one leveraging digital marketing or the one leveraging traditional marketing? Nobody's answering me again. It looks like there's no digital marketing. Nobody is interested in digital marketing. Guys, which of the companies do you think will be more profitable or would have more revenue to boast of?
The one leveraging digital marketing.
Thank you very much for that. The one leveraging digital marketing. And that's the power of digital marketing right now. No, all companies are no longer sleeping on traditional ways of doing things. And that's why they need growth marketers. They need, digital marketers. They need growth hackers. They need go-to-market product marketers as well. And digital marketing also happens to be one of the jobs on the sponsorship list, code 2432 and 1132. And you can position yourself right for digital marketing executive, marketing automation specialist, growth marketing manager, and so on. Our data marketing course is a 13-week course where you get learning class just like the rest of our courses for the first 6 weeks or first 7 weeks. And then after that, we've got 2 months on projects as well, taking a tech products to market or increasing awareness or customer acquisition for an existing one as well. So you gain practical work experience, and the competitive advantage you need to excel in today's dynamic world. And guess what? Who is this for? Anybody. Graduates who need practical experience. Professionals that are looking to start their own businesses. Business owners too that are looking to, or founders that are looking to scale their businesses. You need this. Even my current business coaching class, by the way, we train people who wants to start businesses. My current business coaching class, right? They're also going to be getting some snippets from our digital marketing course because guess what? They need it, right? So entrepreneurs as well looking to enhance their online presence, individuals trying to increase their salary by becoming a full stack data marketer. And guess what? Data marketing also happens to be one of the fields that can make you eligible for global talent visa. Okay, meaning that the government self recognizes the fact that everybody needs marketing in their life. Everybody needs a marketer. The UK need more marketers, especially expert marketers that can help to enhance the current situation of businesses in the UK. So it's one of the viable career paths to explore. Right, there are a wide range of roles you can explore, as you can see on the screen: digital marketing manager, SEO specialist, content marketing manager, affiliate marketing manager, and so on and so forth. And like I said, there's still strong eligibility for visa sponsorship. So what would we cover in our digital marketing course? How to build digital marketing strategy and planning, content and social media marketing, search engine optimization, email marketing and PPC advertising, website development and optimization, analytics and data interpretation, writing for the web, blogs, articles and the web, pages, visualization, content, infographics, and video and images, real clients projects for work experience as well. And the tools you will learn from Canva to SEMrush to Ubersuggest to WordPress to Google Ads to Google Analytics to MailChimp, right, to CapCut and so on and so forth. And based on all of this that I've said, which includes your CV, your LinkedIn as well, the training, the work experience, the interview prep, the reference, the projects, the access to the LMS, the practical case studies, the post bootcamp support, this course should also be way, way, way high in the fee. However, we have a special discount just like the rest, to offer. So I think we have Tunde on the screen. Oh, but I think we have a wrong screenshot under Tunde. So Tunde is currently a digital communication officer as well. It was our alumni enrolled in digital marketing bootcamp, 2024. He had a background as well in sales and graphics and so on. But with the full stack digital marketing lens from the bootcamp, he now works as a digital marketing communication officer in a leading organization in the UK. So the current skills we are bringing to the table is very good, like I said. Plus, add a bootcamp, in tech to that, and you'll be unstoppable in the job market. So currently, the course is on discount for £450. The next course is 1st of November. And guess what? For all these courses as well, even if you are not interested or if you are joining, there's an affiliates program where you can use to earn and refer. So you don't come alone. Come with a friend. Come with a cousin. Come with someone you know that you will be helping their life. If you have people in Nigeria so they're asking you for money, instead of giving them £5, £10 a day, enroll them in this course, and you'll be better off. They'll be better off for it. The good thing about skill sets is that regardless of where you are, it's relevant across board. So this course is currently on a discount for £450 and you can pay in installments. The affiliates program link has also been dropped in the chat box, so you can register to bring on your friends and family to the course and get paid 10% off whatever they pay for yourself. So we have David who wants to speak about digital marketing. David is an MC in the UK. Interesting. RKY has got a lot of creative people. I think the last person said he's also a photographer. So we should do creative deal where we bring all the creative people in RKY together. Anyways, so he enrolled for the RKY Careers Digital Marketing course. As an international MC, my decision to join the UK 6.0 Digital Marketing course was due to the fact that we are in the era where most clients discover services online, especially through social media and search engines. I knew I needed more than word of mouth to expand my reach. Studying digital marketing has equipped me with the tools to position myself in front of the right audiences locally and internationally. And also as an MC, knowing that I'm the brand, understanding how to create consistent, compelling content, manage my online image and engage with my audience across platforms is the reason why I enrolled. So you see, David is not even looking for a job. He enrolled because of his business. Like I told you, if you're having a side hustle or your parents will have one, digital marketing is the way to go. By the way, we also have the business coaching program where we can help you also to understand everything you need, right, to set up a business and run a successful business in the UK. So I think I've gotten information that's David is struggling to join. So while we're waiting for David to join, we're going to quickly scan through compliance. For those of you that have been waiting for compliance, here we are. I think next time probably we should try, let's try to do like breakout rooms next time so that maybe instead of me talking about all the courses, we can have like different people talking about the different courses and we can all meet after as well. So let's talk about compliance. I'm sure we are not tired. Perhaps, it might not be like a tech role, like, the ones that includes coding and everything, but compliance is very much in demand, and it's a very unique career path as well. So in our compliance bootcamp, we cover KYC, AML, anti-money laundering, GDPR, and all. And talking about sponsorship, we have the code 2440, 2482, and 2462, right? And the compliance bootcamp provided with comprehensive training aimed at equipping your professionals with practical work experience and everything they need to be a compliance professional in the UK. So from early career beginners, foreign trained lawyers. So if you know anybody that was a lawyer in the UK, in Nigeria or any other country, and is trying to like get experience in compliance instead of having to go and start all over again as a lawyer in the UK. That is very possible. So anyone seeking a career in compliance, accountants, CEOs, risk managers, right, can all explore a career in compliance. So potential career paths and average salary, you can see on the screen from 60K to 48K. Not everybody's career salary will start from this range, but at least you know that you're in a career path where you are not in there. There are some roles that if you get those roles, the highest you can be in that career path, you're already there. Just know that you need to change your career. You're in customer service and you want to get 80K per annum. How will you get 80K per annum in customer service, right? If you continue to stay there, that's where your salary will be 10 years, 20 years to come. Okay, so eligibility for visa sponsorship, I think we already shared the code that you can use and the best part is that in our compliance space, our students are working in top companies from Amplify to HSBC, Santander, NatWest, law firms, across different law firms and banks. Our students are working in those fields. And based on all of that, the value of this training, the training also offers all the projects and everything that every other one offers. The value should be nothing less than 2K and is currently on a discount as well. So you can see Stephanie and Ademola on the screen. Stephanie is a compliance monitoring analyst currently in Carrie Olsen, and she was previously on our boot camp where she gained practical work experience, and she ended up, as she even reached out to me and told me that managerial roles has been chasing her, right, based on her experience, and she'll be sharing another success story with me soon. And we've got Ademola. Ademola also trained with us, right, and currently is an AML analyst in RPC. This might look like old success stories because we've not updated this slide, with newer ones. But guess what? Our students are getting new jobs. Like most of the people that are speaking, that spoke are people that got recent jobs. For this slide, some of the screenshots there are from like maybe a while ago. Okay, so let's talk about the discounts for compliance. Compliance is on a discount for £599. The next cohort is October 25. You don't want to miss it. If you know anyone who is a foreign trained lawyer, former banker that still wants to remain in the banking or law firm, those kind of environments. And the thing is that our course is not just a KYC course. It's KYC, AML, sanctions, data protection, and financial crime. And we have a lot of success stories to show for it. So before we go on, we're going to now let's David is here now. So David, you want to share your experience about digital marketing? Please, you have the floor.
Okay, hello everyone. My name is David Onukaogun with a stage name MC Derek, and I'm an international MC, meaning I travel around the world for my MC job.
Lovely.
But then after doing that for a while, I discover that there's a need to, let the world see you. And I discovered that most of the people that are selling it in the industry are people that are letting the world see them. So I decided to subscribe into RKY Digital Marketing 0.6 cohort set. That should be the last set that's concluding. And I must tell you, the positive effect has really done on my career because the progress, the enlightenment, the education I got was next to nothing. And I must say a very big thank you to RKY Career. You understand? And I must say, if you're still doubting, I don't know why you're doubting because it's practical. Everything, what you see is what you get. You get the value for your money. That's it. Thank you, everyone. I still remain myself, MC Derek. Thank you.
MC Derek, good to have you here.
Your
International
talk
MC.
MC.
International MC. Where are you guys when I'm always looking for MC for my Limitless Without Borders events? Anyways,
I've spoken to Yedamola.
You guys need to be closer.
I'm very, very close to you. I'm close to you. You're the one not seeing me.
Okay. Because for instance, for my photographer, there is one of my students. Is the one I've been using. Sorry?
Is it Jerry Lloyd?
No, Jerry did streaming for us. Like we have students that do Jerry did streaming for us for LWB. Illusions is also our photographer. He's also my alumni as well.
I know him too.
Exactly. So
I'm close by. You're not seeing me. I'm close by.
Don't worry, I will look for you on Instagram and follow you so that I'll be seeing you. Anyways, I mean, you can hear it. The digital marketing bootcamp is not only for people that want to get a career, even a business owner. Like I told you, as RKY Careers as a company, there's no way you would invest in digital marketing and not get value. I would tell you that for free. RKY Careers started as a digital company. Today, we've trained over 5,000 people. We did all of this from the comfort of our home. Yes, a little bit over a year ago, we got an office space. But as we speak today, the office space is just for a little bit of operations, and like some creative stuff like podcasting and all of that. But the majority of the operation happens digitally. Marketing, digital. Everything digital. As we are right now, we've trained people in Germany, in Ireland, and it's just as a result of investing in digital marketing. As a business owner, as a professional, digital marketing is something you would never, We had a client, she joined from Nigeria for a digital marketing bootcamp. She used to do everything very manual, and we even built our websites for her. By the way, we built through RKY Digital Solutions, we build websites for our students and our alumni, and our business coaching clients, basically. So, we built the websites for her. She learns the email marketing. She set up email marketing. When she's doing discounts on her website, she's able to link everything from email, everything, email marketing, SEO. She writing. Right now, our website authority is as strong can be. Right? I can't tell you how many notifications or mails we get asking us to link their websites or to link their blog on our blog. That's to show you the power our blog has. They even offer us money, right? Or I can't tell you how much we earn from the fact that we have a website that is digitally and SEO, everything. Just from having a website, we have an income. The income of almost a rent that you get if you invest money in property. We get from website alone. That's the power of digital marketing. So even if it's for your personal goal, do this for yourself, right? And for a career path as well, is a good career path to explore. So thank you so much, MC Derek, and I look forward to seeing. But don't worry, when I get I don't know if you can send your handle to me on Coach Rookie. That's my personal. Then we're going to do a spotlight for you on business coaching and the Limitless and Thriving podcast for your business and your handles and everything as well. Okay, so let's continue with compliance and let's take questions that we have in the chat box. Favor says compliance. Okay, how can you combine compliance and data analysis? In fact, like I said, data analysis can be combined with any career paths. It should be. Everybody should. Even if you are doing project management first, come back to do data. If you are doing BA, come back to do. Everybody needs data. Data is like now ability to use Word. Everybody should be able to use Word, yeah? But for the bootcamp, compliance is 5 weeks, right? I don't know when the next cohort is. It's just 5 Saturdays. While data analysis is Saturday and Sunday. Compliance is 4 to 6. Data is 5 to 7. So if you have the exact days, you can check it out. I'm sure it might be feasible for you to combine it in this same cohort. If not, you can do one after the other. But yes, Does compliance KYC require previous financial background? No, it doesn't. It doesn't require previous financial background. However, having a financial background or a legal background might give you an advantage in terms of where you would apply to. Okay, but there's compliance required across different, industries and fields. Okay, so let's quickly talk about Excel and PowerPoint, which is like the best thing that everybody needs. So this is just a skill-based training. It's not a boot camp. It's just £50. It just helps you to be able to learn Excel and PowerPoint, regardless of the career path you choose. If you cannot make beautiful presentations when you have that interview and they give you that technical task, a skill of £50 might be making you lose opportunity of 50k jobs. So you don't want that to be the case. So many roles now, they'll give you simple data sets to work on. You want to ensure that you are able to work on whatever tasks you are given independently without being jittery and looking for who to help you and looking for expo. I know a lot of people that when they get interviewed, that's when they'll be looking for who will collect money from them to help them do slide. They will not be paying 20k, 100k for one slide when you can have the skill set, right, and know what you are doing. So who can take this course? Everybody, professionals seeking to enhance their proficiency in Excel and PowerPoint, students and recent graduates, business owners and entrepreneurs. I mentioned about learning Python before my last role, right? But the truth of the matter is that when I got the job, it was still Excel they were using to do all their analysis. It was still Excel. So Excel is still very much in demand. A lot of companies are going through change now, However, a lot of them are still using Excel. Excel is even the foundation. If you even use Power BI and everything, it's still Excel you connect to it. If you download from CSV, you still download it into Excel. So Excel is still very much important, and it's just £50. The next course is 25th of October. Classes are for 6 weeks, Saturday and Sunday, 2 to 4. You can conveniently combine Excel and PowerPoint with any of the courses. The timings don't clash. Excel is 2 to 4. Please make sure you secure your slots for Excel and PowerPoint. Those beautiful dashboards you see people building and posting on Instagram or LinkedIn, you can do it with Excel as well. Dashboard building, you also get a certification, you get access to elements, you get an AI module, you get practical projects. And you can see the success story on this page of somebody who landed a visa. Okay, there was a lady, I think that was the screenshot I saw. There was a lady who had a project management background before she joined our Excel class. She's been trying to get a job, and the Excel class she joined was how she got the job that now sponsored her visa, just because she was able to show them that she can build them project tracking tool with Excel. She built a project tracking template for them with Excel. So that's the power of Excel and PowerPoint. So please secure your slots, £50, and you can still even pay this £50 using Klarna and Cleppy. What a wonderful stuff. So now with £50 divided by 3, that's how much? £19 or so, I don't know. But you can secure your slots for as little as that amount, and you can pay in full. So for every of the courses we've talked about today, you can pay in installments: Klarna, Cleppy, PayPal, and Pay Later. So we have about 2,000 success stories of people who have passed through our boot camps and have landed their desired jobs. We have a lot of students, in high places as well, that are now even referring their colleagues as well to get jobs there. So we have a very strong community. We do have physical events from time to time as well. And the next one is happening June next year when we start advertising for it. So make sure you don't miss it. Even if you are an alumni or not, make sure you don't miss our events or any session we do. So when we say post bootcamp support, what do we mean? We mean weekly or bi-weekly or fortnightly interview prep. All our students get this for free. Some also use this for on-the-job support when they already get a job. They still have the access to join. Monthly alumni webinars, exclusive webinars every month featuring industry experts. Like I said, we're bringing, someone from investors, who is, I don't know if the link, Oinda, can you get the link for the Innovator Visa session so people can RSVP? Also, registration is free, but you need to register. Okay, so exclusive webinars every month. So this month we are bringing someone from um we're bringing someone from one of the Innovator Visa bodies, and they're going to be telling us how you can get Innovator Visa. It's the best visa. It's 3 years to ILR, right? And all you need to start is to have a business idea. You don't even need to have started the business, but they're going to tell us everything we need to know about it. Attendance is free. Is an Oyibo man that is coming to train us or coming to teach us. Attendance is free. but registration is compulsory. So you have to RSVP, regardless of whether you're an alumni or not. So free bonus certification courses with certification. Let's mute ourselves. So opportunity to position yourself for visa sponsorship, global talents, innovator visa, and so much more. Bring all those opportunities to you. And we don't just partner with just anybody. We partner with the real people making the decisions. Then on the job support also through our weekly interview prep. And as you can see on the screen, that's our office space in Canary Wharf. The Morgan Stanley building. So we share office with Morgan Stanley and the likes in Canary Wharf, right? So that's to show that we're a credible company, right? And we are not, just people that will take your money and. So when we talk about bonus courses, we've had a range of bonus courses from data visualization with Power BI. All our students go to learn that for free, cybersecurity, UX, UI, and so on. Now you can see all the alumni webinar we've had over the course of the months. From getting that job offer, everything is about the students. It's about what we help them proceed, and progress. So we have had AI, we've had planning projects, and all of this, once you become an alumni of RKY, all these courses are available for you for free as well that you can watch, right? So like once you are part of this particular community, the support is non-stop. Non-stop. Can we drop the Google form for the innovator visa? I need people to RSVP. Okay, so bonus course, so Python class. This one is only for alumni for free, but if you want to join, I think it's just £50. If you want to learn or get a certification in Python, this is happening next week, Saturday and Sunday. But our alumni get all of this for free. That's part of the things you get as part of the RKY. So we have the Tech Accelerator program for those who already have certifications or who have trained somewhere else or who have experience but wants to get UK experience. On this one, you get to join the bootcamp from project phase. So you won't be part of the classes, you only join from the project phase. So that helps you to get another project experience or to get your first UK experience in the field you're trying to transition to. So the next course for that across, so we only have it for data, we have it for business analysis, product ownership, product management, project management, and Scrum. So for the Python is only for our alumni for free, but if you're not our alumni, you need to pay for it. So if you want to pay, they can post it. However, if you want to wait until you enroll for our course, or if you've already enrolled, then you will get it through the medium, through the alumni medium. Okay. So in our courses, we learn, this is our base camp where our product programs manage all the projects our students have completed from cohort to cohort, you can see. So this is where the work experience phase of the bootcamp happened. Also, we have the LMS on the right-hand side. So those are like the IT way of delivering what we do. Upcoming events, UK compliance starts 25th of October, Excel 25th of October, PMBA 18th of October, data analysis 18th of October, digital marketing 1st of November, product management 1st of November. So my question for you guys, for those of you that are still here with me, are you ready to take the next step towards a globally relevant career? I can see notifications that some of you have secured your slot. A huge congratulations to those who have secured your slot. I saw notifications from PayPal and Stripe. Congratulations for you for taking that step because you're going to be better off for it. You have to take the next step towards a globally relevant tech career. See, forget about policies. Policies are changing. ILR this, ILR that, this one this, illegal immigrant that, legal. Don't worry yourself too much about those things because guess what? What you only have control over is your skill sets. You as a person, you are not tied to any place or any role or anything. Just continue to develop yourself and you would always be better for you. So I'm going to ask you again, have you secured your slots? If not, what are you waiting for? Let's discuss. Why have you listened from beginning of this session till now and you have still not secured your slots? What is that thing that you are looking for that I've still not answered? Let's answer the rest of the questions now. So do we have any questions? Okay, so while we are waiting for questions, for those of you that want to start a side hustle, start a business, we have a business coaching program that help you go from idea to business. So if you have a lot of ideas, but you don't know how to turn it to business, we have something for you. This is a course I personally train on, right? And I'm the trainer for this. This is the only course I've ever trained on myself. I can train on any of our courses, but I rather prefer to get experts in the field, right? And I supervise rather than train. But this particular one, when it comes to business, I've built seven-figure business in the UK, and I can tell you for a fact that it's possible. The fact that you don't have a passport yet does not mean you can't get there. The fact that you are not, you are not born here does not mean it's not possible. People are doing it. I have met immigrants, millionaires in this country. It is very possible. Okay, so I help you to build sustainable business, and I coach you. I have a lot of students right now. They're already making from the first cohorts. They're already making a lot of income from property to e-commerce to fashion business, to e-commerce, selling, buying and selling, and they are really like doing well. The next cohort is October 25 for that. I mean, it might not necessarily be for you, it can be for someone you know. Right. We also have a free business community for you that you're a founder, you're doing it by the side. Before I left my 9 to 5, I used to juggle both my business and my work together. Okay. So, but I mean, that's not the real purpose of this session, but it's just to let you know, in case you're looking to get into business or someone, your spouse, right? We have something for you as well to help you build a six-figure business in the UK. Okay, so I have experience in banking, in fintech, in tech, in consulting, in property, both in the UK and outside of the UK. And I have, everything you need to know about starting a business in the UK. Just this week that passed, I was invited by the UK government, the Export Finance, among some other ethnic minority founders and CEOs, and they wanted to support us to export our business, to export our services and products outside of the UK. That's to show you the level I've gotten to when it comes to business in this country. And that's everything, the framework I used in getting all of this recognition. I'm currently a finalist in the Black British Business Award. I'm actually speaking in the UK Black Business Show as well. Like, when it comes to business, I've been very intentional about everything I do. And that's the only reason why I'm able to bring value back. Because if I don't do all those things and stretch myself, what value would I be able to bring back to my community? So my goal is to make sure that in our community as well, we all rise, and we continue to have a limitless mindset. So we also have the Apply Body I mentioned earlier, where we help you apply to jobs. We have the affiliates program where you can earn when you refer people to the boot camps. We have the podcast, and this is our office in Canary Wharf in London. For those of you that know London or that live in London, everybody knows London. And then the recording for this session will be available on YouTube. Please, can we drop the YouTube link? Let us subscribe so they can get notified. And all those things I mentioned about our product demo, our data insights, and all those things, they are all on YouTube. Go and watch it. Sometimes you just sit down and watch and educate yourself. No, it's not podcast I said you should drop. You can drop podcast too, but drop YouTube for RKY so they can watch the recording for this session when it's ready, or they can share everything you've heard in this session. Don't keep it to yourself. Go and tell somebody that there's this RKY careers that attended their session. Or that lady, she's fire. Or that place, they are fire. Or they do everything. Is it career or is it business? They are there. So just make sure you bring somebody else, right? So there's a WhatsApp community for the business owners, but that one is free. The coaching session is not free. Is there a WhatsApp community for the bootcamp too? So for the bootcamp, the moment you enroll, yes, you'll be added to your WhatsApp community for your course, and then we'll take it from there. It's been a lovely session having each and every one of you here. We actually were meant to have ended this about 30 minutes ago, but there's just so much to give. And I wish you the best as you make, the right decision for your careers. I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for you, and I wish you all the best. Okay? Have a great evening, and I look forward to seeing you in class.